Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of your show. That's right, it's the Kickout Crew. And want to just first shout out last week's episode. Appreciated the good feedback and hope everybody enjoyed it. And we really wanted to do that. I'm glad we got to do that. And once again, if you can help out, it's GoFundMe.com. Just search for Josh Odom, and we would appreciate it. His family would appreciate it. And, you know, if not, just keep his family in your thoughts, I guess. But that being said, a lot of positive feedback. WrestleMania 9 is definitely a doozy. And if you're listening to this, hopefully we get to see a lot of you today or tomorrow as we're traveling to ad-free shows Top Guy Weekend in Huntsville, Alabama. So, yeah, you know, pretty much us four on the screen will be there, sans Devin, which, hey, you know, sometimes God does work miracles, right, boys? No, I'm kidding. But we will have a live on the scene episode when we crash Devin's wedding later this year. But hey, you know, I never able too much, so I'm going to go ahead and welcome everybody to the episode. And hey, like, follow, and subscribe, and all that stuff. We'll get to that later, though. But Brad, take it away.
So I got a couple things. First, on a more personal note, I'm not going to get into it. It's a family matter. My son this year. I just want to say that my son had some obstacles this year, some things that happened that were really devastating. But I am just wanted to say, I'm being cryptic here because I don't want to get too personal, but I am very proud of the path he took. It could have gone one of two ways. He went the right way. I'm very proud of him, and look forward to what this whole experience that happened to him might have actually been better. It might have actually been good for him, and I think his future is very, very bright. So shout out to you, Frank Stanton. Love you, kid. Now,
we got to turn that boy heel sometime.
Let's talk.
He needs to be humbled.
So like James said, we're going to be a Top Guy weekend. And as you guys all know, I have a little feud that's been going on for well over a year.
Feels like it.
And that is with,
I don't make the rules, Brad.
That is with Miss Amy Vaughn. Now, lately, this young lady, if that's what we're calling her, has been talking a lot of shit on her show, Pond Water Dave show. Shout out to everybody on there but her. She's been talking on her socials. I'm even getting messages in my DMs talking shit. Trampoline. She says she never loses a trampoline. What the fuck is she even talking about? I don't even know. But we're going to be face to face this weekend. You guys are already there. A lot of you are already there. So once and for all, this is going to end.
Yeah.
One more thing. Did you know that there is seltzer water out there that's non-alcoholic that's getting people drunk?
What?
My wife sent me 17 texts today about how this seltzer water is getting you drunk and how it's a great thing. I'm like, who's it a good thing for? So if you're a non-drinker, let's say, and you drink this and you're getting a buzz from it, how is it any different? How is that any different of a problem? I think it's the same problem. The only thing I hope I have is maybe it's healthier for people is what they're getting at. But my guess is it doesn't get you messed up at all. So anyway, that's all I got this week. Shout out Frank, shout out Amy, and shout out alcohol-free seltzer that gets you drunk.
Hell yeah.
It's probably cheaper than beer.
It's cheaper than beer, but more expensive than seltzer.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I don't know. Yeah. Well, thanks, Brad. I wasn't really, ranting-ish. But granted, you got to sell the town because we got a main event, coming up. So that's our local plug or whatever you call that. That being said, it's time to move on. Time to get going. What lies ahead? I have no way of knowing. That's Tom Petty. Sorry. Adam, what you got? God, shut me up. Go for it.
So, Mike, I thought you wanted to go this time.
No, I'm going next time.
You said you swapped the outline, you asshat.
I said I switched it so you go before I do.
Professional podcast.
Love that everybody's looking at it, Adam.
I am looking at it, but I thought he swapped it just now.
Oh, no, I did it way before, after Brad did
Okay, well, here's my topic then. Look, I got a dog.
it.
So for your video viewers, Adam's dog is named Benji. Very original
Benji.
name.
That's the name he had before we got him. And he looks too dumb to learn a new name, so we just kept it like it is. I mean, look at him. He's just sitting there.
He looks petrified. Is that a real dog or is that a puppet?
No, it's a little dog was here, so I can pull his tail.
Is he coming to Top Guy Weekend too? Because he'll be over there.
He was.
Okay.
For those on audio, check out the video of Adam's dog.
Oh, he's a good dog. He was here 5 minutes and peed all over one of my daughter's best friend's backpacks.
Oh, that's even great.
Thought that was a different sentence for a minute.
I had no idea where that sentence was going.
No, we let him outside for like 10 minutes to use the bathroom, and okay, well, I guess he's got to use it. Brought him in the house, but then the first 5 minutes, pees all over her backpack.
Perfect.
It was so funny. And then later that night, he decides to pee all over my bed. I mean, comforter, sheets, mattress, the whole 9 yards.
It's that Georgia stuff, man. Piss all over too.
That's what I thought it was, because 2 days later, he shit all over it.
Where's the dog from? I can see why he's pissing all over the Georgia Bulldog stuff. Alabama dog?
Yeah,
Roll Tide.
a damn good point.
Dog underscore from Bama. Oh, Benji from Bama. Fuck
Benji
yeah.
from Bama, that's it.
Yeah, his own Twitter account.
He's gonna have more followers than Devin.
You know, man. You ever seen them
Definitely.
dog like people have their pets Twitter accounts? They have like 4 million followers. It's ridiculous.
I mean, he's a nice little dog, but for some reason, he doesn't like my bed or my sheets, one or the other, because he sleeps with my daughter every night and ain't used the bathroom in her bed yet.
Well, so was the dog.
I know it wasn't. I didn't do it. And I don't think you
You
might
always got one on
did
somebody.
it. Look, don't be doing that in front of me. You're on camera. Stop that.
This is enthralling.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's. So I let my daughter talk me into getting an indoor dog. So
An indoor dog?
yeah, I got 2 dogs outside that I've had
Okay.
for like 2 years, and they're not allowed in the house.
I bet you they hate that dog.
They do. I don't think it's fair, but my daughter wanted him, so and he spends more
Great.
time with me now than he does with her.
Uh,
And
What's
for
that
those on
shirt?
the video, Adam's wearing a sweet ass shirt. And for those on the audio, check out the video because Adam's wearing a sweet ass shirt.
This shirt is so loud you can probably hear it on the audio.
Oh, you know what other shirts you can hear on the audio? Our shirt at Angry Lemonade. So check out the Kickout Crew store on Angry Lemonade. Your show, your apparel for your show. Ah, fuck that up. Yeah, Angry Lemonade.
I'm looking forward to seeing
Professional
you guys
host
at
right
Talk Guy
there.
Weekend.
Sales, man. Shout out Rush.
Can't wait to see you guys at Talk Guy Weekend. How far of a travel day is it for you guys? I know it ain't much for me and Mike.
I mean, I have to take 2 freaking flights there.
God,
You know,
cry me a river, dude. Every
I
time
can't
go
stand
anywhere,
it. Why
I
is there
usually
not a
take flights.
direct flight to Alabama from
You should
Philadelphia?
have went to Atlanta.
How many
I
people are buying a plane ticket from Huntsville to Philly on random days?
I don't understand why there's none. I would have paid double.
You didn't try Birmingham?
I did. It's wait, but that's pointless. I'm gonna be traveling just as long. And guess what? It still wasn't. There still wasn't. They were all connecting flights there anyway. We have done this on a rant in Stanton.
Oh, yeah. Right when you got the plane ticket, I think you did the rate in Stanton.
So yeah,
Nashville. Nashville's an hour and a half from Huntsville.
I'm leaving at 7:40 in the morning. Plane takes off, and I'm getting there at 11:10. It says all the way. I mean, after both flights.
I
But
got
there's an
about
hour and a half
1.5 hour drive.
layover in Atlanta. Hour and a half, which I'm actually happy about because I've heard bad things about the Delta airline from Mr. Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
It's
So-
not bad. Atlanta's,
I-
it's a humongous airport, but it's set up like logistically, it's pretty good.
The only thing I care about is my first flight leaving on time. Other than that, everything else can go to hell. Because if that flight is late, I'm screwed in getting there. Now, I don't care if I ever get back. Okay. And I don't care if the second flight is late because we'll get
Yeah.
there eventually. But that first flight's late, that's going to fuck everything up.
So
Sure
you're
will.
going from Philly to
Atlanta.
Atlanta, then Atlanta to Birmingham, or what?
Yeah, which is like a 10-minute flight.
Yeah, I know. I'm going from here to Atlanta and then Atlanta to Birmingham. I get there like 8:30 a.m. It was either 8:30 a.m. or like 10 at night. And I was like,
Then
wow.
hopefully Mike's there ready for me, in a car picking me up.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Last year, Mark Keith gave me a ride. That was a good time.
Yeah. Shout
Oh,
Shout
out.
out, Mark. Very nice
James,
guy.
you going
Shout
to
out to him.
Birmingham.
Huh?
You're flying into Birmingham.
Huntsville. What the
Well, I mean,
Huntsville, there's-
Birmingham. Okay.
Birmingham's 3 hours away, isn't it?
Damn, why am I gonna
Why would
fly
I do
in
that?
3
Why would I
hours
do
away?
that?
Hell no. But no, my dad's driving, so he's just gonna pick me up. Like when he drives there, gonna.
Well, I'm driving if you need to be picked up, Brad.
Thanks. Mike's got me for the release one ride, but you're driving there, so you going to the GCW? We're just talking shit now about what we're doing for a weekend. Are you
Hey,
going to the
I like how people who aren't gonna be there are gonna be like, I don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
this.
Well, as long as you folks listen for a minute, we're good. Hey, Adam, are you going to the GCW show?
Yeah, the New South Cabana Man Dan's going to be there, and he's introducing a new shirt.
But that's Thursday. I'm talking about Friday.
I don't know what days which. I don't know what days what it is.
The Friday is
I don't know what they're
GCW.
doing.
Was it? Anybody know what that pay-per-view is called by chance?
It's a pay-per-view, the GCW pay-per-view.
Yeah, what's it called?
We should cover that next show.
Yeah, we should fucking know the name of the damn thing we're going to.
I don't know. Let's move
Cabana
this
Man's
along.
introducing a new shirt, and I can go ahead and tell you by now.
Professional.
This is absolutely enthralling, as Adam Simmons would say. Shout out to you and your bullshit match, pal.
We're really just stalling time for Devin.
So
No, we're not. We want to
No,
get through
I
this.
was
without talking again.
legit talking.
So every few months, the top guys get a new T-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, Cabana Man Dan's new T-shirt is going to be Flop Guy.
Oh,
So I ain't got to see it yet, but I know he's bringing that out. So I
That's
can't
very
wait to
exciting.
see what that shirt is.
it doesn't even say what the fucking thing's called.
I didn't think it was a pay-per-view, James.
No, but it's called something. It's like
Isn't that the Thursday night show at the
it has a tagline. No,
Trash
that's
Pandas?
Battle at the Diamond or something like that.
All right.
God, we're really great at this.
back to you, James. Let's talk about this match, please.
All right. Well,
This on any Tuesday night.
since we don't know the name of any fucking event we're going to, we're gonna swing it on back.
I can't imagine what my dad's thinking watching this right now.
Oh man.
He's like, next.
Yeah, for real.
You're gonna have like 5 messages from when you get off that plane.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a great way to start the show. That being said, I guess, hey Brad, what's today's agenda?
Oh yeah. Oh, so we threw the keys, however Conrad says it, to you, the Twitter universe, and it say what are we covering today? So the winner was and first one to respond was our good friend of the show, Mike Bober. And he picked 2 great NXT matches, which I'll let James introduce. So that's what we're doing today.
Shout out, Bober. Fuck yeah, Pittsburgh. He's a good dude, good friend.
Yeah.
GCW Mastermind.
Told you. Professional.
That's Saturday, June 24th.
All right. So let's make that next the show after the show. We'll cover some of those matches.
After the next show.
Yeah, the next show's
Whenever.
something special.
Yeah.
Because I'll be chiming in from a hotel room because I'll be at the training.
That's
thing.
okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do it though.
You get your freaking laptop and you bring it.
Reason I got a computer because that laptop is done.
Hey, listen. Maybe I'll bring you my old one. All right, go.
Who cares? Let's all right, Brad. Well, hey, why don't we take over this episode and get back on track? Shout out Bober for the matches and ladies and gentlemen. No. But hey, the first match is quite the doozy. What is it? It is Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Sami Zayn. It took place at NXT TakeOver Dallas, like we've already said like 5 times. It emanated from the Kay Bailey whatever. It emanated from the Kay Bailey Hutchison Convention Center in Dallas, Texas. And we ain't fooling, but it took place April 1st, 2016. Had an attendance of 9,000, which in that was a sellout. Good for NXT. Had a match length of a little over 20 minutes, and Meltzer, appropriately so, gave this one 4.5 stars. But that's enough about that. Adam, how do we get there?
I got to do the build up.
Fucking.
I'm just kidding.
So let's get Bryant. I got his number.
It really wasn't much of a build up. I mean, it was cool how they got there though, because this was Shinsuke's debut match for NXT.
This was?
Yes, this was his very first match. He just
Well, one question off my thing.
That was he just got signed from New Japan. what had happened, the NXT TakeOver London, Sami Zayn actually made his return from a 7-month injury from when he went up to Raw and did a open challenge for the U.S. Championship against John Cena. He come out cheering, and when he was throwing his arms up, he threw out his shoulder. Before the match even started, he hurt his shoulder.
Scarecrow.
And had a hell of a match. With John Cena. I mean, he did everything but win that match. I mean, he was amazing. So he was out 7 months, and then he come back NXT TakeOver London against Perfect 10. I can't remember his name.
Chairman?
Yeah, the chairman, Perfect 10. Ty Dillinger. That's it. So he had a match with Ty Dillinger, and then the next week on NXT, they actually aired that match on the next NXT television. But what are you doing? Anyway, so basically Regal come out and said, for all your hard work, because he was the heart and soul of NXT back then. So Regal comes out and says, I'm going to reward you with one of the best matches I can think of, and shows him the screen, and it's Shinsuke Nakamura, King of Strong Style, the best version of Shinsuke Nakamura. And I prefer this version of Sami Zayn. I mean, this period of NXT was probably the best NXT ever. And if you would have put this against AEW when they first started going up against each other on Wednesday, NXT would have whipped AEW's ass.
There it is. That's a hell of a job there, Adam.
I don't care who.
Adam
they would have had on
matches.
AEW.
He watched these matches right after our show last week.
I watched them again earlier.
I did too.
So I had some questions in here for Devin that I'll pepper through, I guess, as well. So Sami Zayn entrance. They love him. They love him now. They love him then, right, Devin?
Well, Sami Zayn, he comes in, he's got a sing-along theme, and they all just chant Sami.
And I draw Pepsi, yay!
And then
Oh, Erica. Hey, Erica, sorry, I was being loud.
So then we have Shinsuke's entrance, Nakamura's entrance. Adam, like, how good was this considering it was the first time?
It was amazing. I mean, because he's an international superstar. He's the youngest IWGP World Champion ever. He trained with Daniel Bryan. I mean, international superstar, just like Sami Zayn was from Canada. So, I mean, it was a dream match. And it was one of the matches you didn't know you wanted until you saw it. And then I could watch it 10 more times.
So let me take it a step further with you. Shinsuke has the wrestling, the charisma, the entrance, but still a language barrier. What would he be if he spoke perfect English?
World champion right now.
I think I agree.
You think that's what's holding him back from it?
Yes. I think the language barrier, I mean, not NXT, but when you go to the main roster, it's a different animal. So James, I just had a question. Who are the announcers?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. We have Corey Graves and Tom Phillips.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Shout out Corey Graves. I believe Carmella is pregnant right now. And hey, shout out to that chairman. He's a dad now. Father's Day. By the time you hear this is past. But yeah. Shout out.
Hey, happy Father's Day, guys.
Happy Father's Day. Hey, Mike, we have chants early, and this crowd is very split. What do you think of a split crowd where, you got half rooting for one, half rooting for the other?
I actually like it. I mean, because for one, then it's definitely harder to tell who's going to go over if you do that. And they're both kind of babyface, but you don't know about Shinsuke yet because he's just debuting, so you don't know what he's really going to do. But I really do. I like it when they chant for both because the crowd's definitely into it no matter what's going on. So if you have a heel and a face and the heels keep on going and going and going, the crowd's going to boo and shit all over it. You got two baby faces, they're going to cheer no matter what.
Kind of reminds me of when
Sami Zayn was on WrestleMania the next night. So this is kind of like his farewell to NXT.
Stop giving away all my notes.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about the crowd, hey, yo. Got Hall and X-Pac in the crowd.
Boom.
Yeah.
So a lot of cockiness by Shinsuke to open the match. They were feeling each other out. Sammy working the arm. Shinsuke reverses. The crowd is absolute fire. Unbelievable chemistry from them early. Devin, at the time, this is considered a dream match, and we've already covered that, so I'm glad Devin's not here. You know, another breakout.
Clipping that.
Another break in the action, but the crowd gets behind the break in the action. It's crazy. They love it. Knees to Sami Zayn. The announcers are using the term strong style, Adam. You said you're a fan of the strong style?
Hell yeah, because it makes it more believable. Makes everything more believable. You know, you use your knees and your elbows more, so
Well,
I'm
you're
down.
hitting each other, right? You're hitting each other.
I'm down.
And we don't have to use that word you don't like.
Yeah, fucker.
I never use it. I mean, we leave
Shenanigans?
that to Mr. Thomas.
Shout
So
out, Mr. Thomas.
armbar by Shinsuke. James, does it look like they are trying to win on every single move in this match to you?
It does appear that there's later on, I think there's a bunch of urgency. There is urgency, but there are some spots where the strong style definitely comes into play. We'll cover that when it comes up, but it does seem like a lot of urgency and a lot of like I'm going for a victory. I'm not just, fucking putting on Broadway.
Well, there was one pretty early. I don't know if we got past it yet or not, but are we got to where he got busted open, his nose?
Not yet. I don't think he got busted open too early. Another kick to the skull, or kick to Zayn, then another kick to the skull by Shinsuke. Sami Zayn suplex. Mike, does this even feel like the Sami Zayn we know today?
No, not at all. And it's hard to explain why, because, I mean, today he is so over. And he can still give us these matches right here today.
But see, that's the thing, though. He don't have to do that anymore. He's over without doing all that high-fly crap.
But he's not silly either. Zayn was silly for a long time. I mean, look, the Jackass match itself. He's not silly at all here.
Ginger Fidel, man, wearing all green, long hair, Ginger Fidel. He would come out like the Scarecrow, which was funny.
Yeah.
Scarecrow and Wizard of Oz, flailing. And that's funny that Adam said he threw out his shoulder because he looks like a fucking jackass when he walks out there flailing and stuff.
I agree.
Sorry, what was that, like 2019 to 21 or something like that?
I like when you call them jackasses. That reminds me of some other episodes we've done. Zayn in control with his own strikes. Boot to the jaw by Zayn. Strikes by both. Devin. All right, let's go to James. James, the announcers mentioned Sammy has a ladder match coming up at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title. Does this give away the ending to this match?
Not necessarily. Because it's not for a title. It doesn't make a fuck if he wins or loses or anything on this.
I guess what I'm getting at is one is entering and one is leaving.
I think if you're like really, really into wrestling, it might. But if you're just a casual fan, I don't think it gives you away too much.
If you're seeing it, because I wasn't watching, NXT, so I didn't know like the entering and exiting type of thing.
That's true.
I guess if you look at it from that point of view, I could see what you're saying. But for me, I was like, oh, it's not a title. Who gives a shit? Like, to me, it doesn't really kill people to lose if you like them,
It's funny.
Yeah, and I didn't even know he was leaving until at the very end, after the match was over. And I seen everything. Then I'm like, oh, he must be leaving.
Hey, listen, the NXT champions, women's champions, still have the titles of the NXT champions, and they're on SmackDown, right, or Raw, one of them. So you don't know anymore, I guess. I guess they're not really telling you everything now.
Yeah, remember they had that draft, and we're going to stick to that draft, and now it's just like, whatever, man.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Else, who gives a shit?
Yeah, let's not even talk about Collision with all the matches that have been signed that are everybody we've already seen. Forget that.
There was one T-shirt I almost wore for this episode, and you could look in my eyes and see that one, but I decided not to.
Hard knee to the nose of Zayn, then another knee, both men on the outside, another knee from Shinsuke. Zayn lands his feet. Zayn lands on his feet. Sammy flips Shinsuke out of the ring, then dives on him out of the ring. Adam, are these two completely different styles? Stop making out with your dog, please.
Well, I can't help it. Most action I've gotten in a while. But definitely because Sammy comes from somebody that he knows. Like it's been told to me before that he's real close to El Generico, so he's more of a high flyer, more or less than Shinsuke's more of a kick, punch, jiu-jitsu kind of wrestler. So two totally different styles, but big, huge over for both of
Yeah.
them.
Crossbody
Jericho
by,
sounds kind of like a jackass too. Just saying.
crossbody by Sami Zayn. All right, so now we have a DiGiorno pizza ad for the replays. And I just want to let everybody know the DiGiorno pizzas are way overrated and too expensive for stuff you have to make at home.
Hey, and they do got one that's a croissant crust, way expensive, but man, if you cook it just right, fucking baller.
I just always find it interesting when these things still get legs 6-7 years later.
Well, you
Because
know that Inoki is a WWE Hall of Famer who trained Nakamura. Isn't it funny? I was like,
Don't
the
forget
way that they said it on the broadcast, I was like, oh, that's all he's done is just like be a WWE Hall of Fame. I don't know. But I know it's branding and stuff, but I just thought like, oh, WWE Hall of Famer Inoki, like, oh yeah, that's his major accomplishment. Like whatever.
Anybody remember Kota Ibushi being in the crowd?
Yeah.
I totally forgot he was in NXT.
There was
I did
another
too.
glorious guy in the crowd too later on.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Shinsuke blocks suplex with a knee. Ground and pound by Shinsuke. As you can see, I'm taking that right out of the announcer's mouth. Sammy catches Shinsuke into a Michinoku driver. How'd I do, Adam?
Michinoku driver.
Michinoku driver. Thank you, sir. Beautiful. All right. Ole, 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 ole. All right, James. What's your beef with Sami Zayn?
Ginger Fidel and flailing like a jackass when he came to the ring. Because a lot of, I'm not a fan of him because of that part, that moment of his career. Boy, you want to talk about popping when Wee Man body slammed him? Like, fuck you, Sammy. Everybody, because I'm tired of hearing everybody just jack off about how good of a wrestler he is. And I'm like, he just plays the biggest jackass all the time. But that Saudi tag match, I was like, because I'm a crowd person, I kind of get the emotion into it. And when that crowd is live, like that's my favorite thing in wrestling is when the whole crowd is like going fucking ape shit. And they were doing it at this match for both guys. Started with both of them having kind of sing-along themes, which, hey, good way to get the crowd on your side. But I don't know. My beef with him is he played a jackass for like when I started getting back in wrestling. I saw, the Scarecrow off Wizard of Oz dressed like Ginger Fidel, like dancing on my screen, and I did not like it. But this bloodline story, man, this bloodline story is something else. Like it's pretty fucking epic.
Strikes, crowd all over it for a while. Strike's still going on. Now we got Shinsuke bleeding, Mike, and it looks like it might be the hard way. Do you think that was true?
Yeah, I do. I think he really did get him hard, and I think Shinsuke kind of did a little receipt back to him right after that.
Well, that's what I think. I also said Zayn's down. Shinsuke's healing a little bit. And I don't mean healing from the cut. I mean, he's kind of acting like a heel. Nakamura turned inside out by Sammy. Another clothesline. Let's go with Adam. Is this incredibly physical?
Oh, yeah, because of him. If you got the moniker of King of Strong Style, and I'm not giving everything over, if you got the name King of Strong Style and you don't go out there and connect with a couple of shots, then what are you doing?
Lick your own blood?
Exactly.
Bleeds from his nose, he wipes it, and fucking licks it. Like
he caught a forearm to the nose when they were swapping forearms.
Man, they should have stopped it. Like they should have stopped the match and stopped the bleeding. Like 70 times.
Don't go there yet.
They did it once when he was standing in the corner, but they didn't make it too obvious like later on.
Armbar by Nakamura, triangle by Nakamura. Sammy working out of it. Adam, this is an easy question. I mean, I might as well just freaking throw this softball right. Is this a match that can steal the show? Okay, Brad.
This whole NXT takeover put WrestleMania on notice the next night.
I agree.
Everybody was injured for that WrestleMania though, so
yeah, there's a lot of people injured.
Because like Seth blew his knee out, like I think somebody else got injured right before it happened.
They knew they couldn't compete with NXT, so they got hurt. They don't have to be there.
I'm gonna hyperextend my knee because I just can't fuck with NXT right now.
I can't follow those 6 matches.
Face first flatliner by Zayn. Kohi clutch. KOJI clutch.
Koji clutch.
All right, by Zayn.
At least one of us talks Japanese.
But do you remember that move, James? Do you remember that move?
I remember the face first slam thing.
No, but this was a submission move by Zayn. And I just want to know where that
Was this where he had like his leg like on his neck, but then
Yeah.
he like curled his arm around?
where's that move been?
Because no shit. Okay, now I remember. Because I was
Yeah, I know it
watching
gets
it,
a
I was
little
like,
funny we're
"Fuck,
not
why does
watching."
nobody use that move?
No, that was
Because he has
incredible.
his
And I've
leg
never
like
seen him use
push
it.
against, and then like as you like kind of crunch your arms, hey, yeah, bring
Looks
it
like
back.
it hurt, right?
Yeah, bring it back.
I loved
That's
it. I love
hey,
that
Brad,
move.
that's strong style.
Step up insecurity by Shinsuke. All right. Mike, can we bring back this match? And would it be, if we brought this match today, if they wrestled today, would it be as good?
It could be if they let them do what they want to do in the ring.
Didn't they do it on SmackDown? Like when Sammy had the ice or Shinsuke had the IC title or something like
I don't
Something,
remember.
time?
But
This
I think
one
they're-
stands out to
He
me.
was like his manager type deal for a little while.
Oh,
Yeah.
We
yeah,
watch
but
a lot of
I
wrestling.
think SmackDown and Raw, those matches are more like written down, kind of
Yeah.
DDP style. You know, NXT, it was you guys go out there and show what you got.
Because that's back
So
when
they-
Triple H was running it full blast.
Yeah.
Right. If they would do it today and let them take over, I think they could main event WrestleMania.
TakeOver. Yeah.
Shout out. Kick by Shinsuke and another knee. The knees are aplenty. Sammy misses the hell of a good cheese kick. Yep. Then I gotta fit cheese into every show now. Inverted exploder by Shinsuke. Sammy blue thunder bomb. Mike, should this be his finisher instead of this stupid haluva kick?
It's a good one.
Oh,
I
why?
mean, I would flip it. Do the kick as like a signature move, and then do that move as a finisher, because it's a great move.
What's your problem, Adam?
Because it's a spinning power bomb, and everybody's kicking out of power bombs nowadays.
The kick is weak. The kick is weak.
If you hit it right, it's not weak.
He's not hitting it right. He's not hitting him at all.
Oh,
Everybody's
That's the
kicking out of
kayfabe, Brad.
a
I'm
super
sorry,
kick.
but that is not a finisher.
What's the
Well,
difference
hey,
in the super kick?
Yeah,
Super kick
well,
looks like
everybody
it hurts
kicks
them.
out a
They hit
super
their-
kick.
they
If
hit
Shawn
their leg.
Michaels hits you with it, you're down. You're done.
Shawn Michaels takes 3 steps. He gets a running start.
That doesn't even look devastating to one bit to me. Not one bit devastating to me.
Can I do it to you at Top Gun?
I don't like the stomp either. He
You
does
don't
that.
have to have this stomp.
The what is it? The Falcon Arrow from Seth Rollins, and then he does the stomp. The Falcon Arrow should be it. Falcon Arrow is
The pedigree
awesome.
should be it.
Stomp his head into the ground and break his face off. Get the hell out of here.
Well, hey, I was talking to Shinsuke's translator, and he has a knee strike. He calls it the Kinshasa.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
when they started the match, I think Corey Graves says that, and I was like, man, now that's like over move, you know?
It's just like when they called him to the ring, Shinsuke. When they do it now compared to then, it's so
Yeah.
different now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
anyway,
Shout out Boogs, huh?
crowd shit chanting NXT. This is friggin' on edge of your seat time right here.
That's back
Shinsuke
when they
kick-
could say holy shit too without them bleeping it out.
Shinsuke kicked to the head of Sammy from the outside. Like it was the outside the ring a little bit. It was different.
Hanging out of the ropes, yeah.
Sammy was absolutely nailed. Okay. Both men on top now. Headbutt to Zayn. More vicious elbows. Strike to the back of Zayn's head. Kinshasa out of nowhere now by Shinsuke. And it goes, I'm trying here, James, but let's face it
You're
up.
good.
This match was great, but up into this 1, 2, 3 into the pin. I mean, it's just a tremendous finisher though, Adam, isn't it? The Kinshasa am I saying it right? Kinshasa?
Kinshasa. Kinshasa.
Do you like that move though?
I love it because it's a knee to the back of the head. Side of the head, front of the head, where he wants to do it.
So
Well,
do you
that's
guys
the same
think
thing
this,
that,
Better than a blue thunder bomb.
Ain't the same thing Adam Cole does?
it's close. It's close. Yeah, I needed the back of the head, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
like a sounding wizard almost.
James, is this a top 5 match that we've covered?
Oh yeah, all right. So that was a setup. I knew this was coming. It was a good one. I'll give you that. The crowd was into it. How can I say this? I was not for the dueling crowd at what was that? All In when it was Moxley and Punk. I was not for the cheering of both of them. But I will say this one cheering for both of them kind of got me, you know. Granted, it was a really good match. Swag Ski or Swag Ski was starting to feel it, as Corey Graves said. I don't know that punch exchange part where they're just like, that to me was like strong style, because they're just straight up like just punching each other, you know, and then they
when they're
stop and
hanging out
like
the
lean
ropes,
over.
too, when they kick each other in the face when they're both hanging out of the ropes.
Yeah, yeah.
That was nasty.
Oh yeah. There was some
they
good
went
shit
hard
in
on
this
this
match.
one.
And I get why people like it, because I liked it too. I even messaged the group like, this is a banger. Like, this is a straight up. If you
got a little
watch
bit of
one
everything.
match, this is a fucking banger. And I'm
It's
saying
got a little
that
bit
as a
of
Sami
everything.
Zayn hater.
It's got a little bit of physical. It's got a little bit of high fly. It's got some ground and pound. And it's got a little bit of submission.
It's a
got a little
damn
bit of
good
everything.
match. I'll give it that.
Mike, did you leave? This
Probably.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I left. I'm sorry, I left.
No, here, hold on. I
Mike.
just need 1 second. Go ahead and ask me a question.
All right, so this is a chills moment, okay? So thank you, Sammy, from the crowd. Sammy's in the ring getting the send-off he deserves, and it was a great finish, but would you have done anything different?
No, it was great as it was. Why would I have done anything different?
I'm just asking you.
Yeah.
All right, then. Glad I waited.
Fuck yeah.
All right, that's it. It was a fun match. I think it was one of the best matches we've covered, just with athleticism, intensity, crowd. You know, NXT in 2016 is not much better. Not much better.
It was pretty good. I liked it. A lot of good moves. If you watch one match, this is definitely a good one to do.
Hey, James, it's just me and you right now.
I know. Hey, who's the host? We should play that game, because that's all I fucking hear all the time.
Well, you know what's funny is
Like,
I don't know
James,
when
you
Adam's
start
getting-
the show. I'm like, fucking okay. So does Roddy starts Price is Right. Is he the fucking host of that? Jeez. But yeah, sorry. That host thing just really just like, fuck off, man. It's our show, your show, everybody's show.
No one says shit
It's
to
your
me.
show. What are you talking about?
It was like, it's Ed McMahon. I do the Ed McMahon. Like, here's Johnny, and then like,
So funny you say that, James.
pass it.
I did that. You know, we did that bonus show. Me and
Mhm.
Allison Faye did a bonus show for the Howard the Duck, and
Shut up.
I had to open the show for the very first time. And I'm going to tell you right, I was nervous as fuck.
It sucks, man. It sucks. Like,
I'm like,
There we
what if I
go.
say her name wrong? And what am I even talking about today? And I'm like, oh, no thanks. I'd prefer you doing it, and then I'm waiting in anticipation.
because it does like, it's the hardest letter, or the hardest like part is like the first letter of the first word. Like, once you get going, it's nothing. But to
Next
just
time-
be like, how do I begin? Am I gonna? What do I say? How am I gonna say it?
Next
You know?
time I might make her do it.
That would be. Oh, hey, it's her show.
It's her show.
That would be awesome.
Anyway, that's it for that match. I loved it. I loved covering it. Bober, shout out.
Shout out.
Got another one coming though. We're gonna talk
Oh,
some shit on that
man.
one.
Well, here we are, huh? Here we are.
Yeah, I just texted Devin because this is gonna get ugly here in a minute.
So, the spirit of traveling and missing flights. As everyone is embarking on their Top Guy weekend journey, I wish everyone safe travels and, more importantly, timely travels. Because for all that remember, episode whatever the fuck, when, you know, before we left for Top Guy weekend, and well, the one after it, you had to hear of the journey of the mishaps of James, who missed his flight, had to pay full price for another flight. So awesome before you go on a trip. And then, you know, lost my phone, all that stuff, as people remember, and who have already made that joke on here. And, you know, but yeah, spirit of traveling and missing flights. But the key thing is I was talking to a listener of the show, friend of the show. We ordered a t-shirt, and no lie, on the Zoom last night, obviously whoever our close friends probably know who I'm talking about now, but a friend of ours ordered a shirt for me, and I was like, hey man, get it like extra large, like the biggest size they have. And I want everybody to sign it, like the homies to sign it. Because when we were talking about it, somebody was like, oh man, don't have all the famous people. I don't give a fuck about the famous people autographing the t-shirt. I want the homies, the friends to autograph the t-shirt. And it's a yellow Kick Out Crew one, and we got it 5X. So like everybody could have a space to sign. And I want to keep that. Because like this your show and all this stuff, like it's for the fans and the friends, like the camaraderie, the hanging out. Because like I didn't start the podcast at all, actually. Shout out Brad. But I didn't go into this with the like, you know, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do like no. I just wanted to have a fucking fun time and just friends hanging out. Like anybody on the planet can click play on our show and have fun. That's what I would like, just hanging out, kicking it with the friends. It's like your friends, you know, chilling, shooting the shit, maybe talking about wrestling matches, but you know, just like shooting the shit and hanging out. So at Talk About Weekend, I want all the friends to like sign that shirt, and I want to take it back and keep it because we don't really have anything like that, you know. Like we get pictures of Talk About Weekend stuff like that, but it's gonna be cool to like have everybody's, you know, signature on a shirt, like commemorate the camaraderie, because that's what I think the podcast, you know, like after shows and podcasts, I guess that's what it is, but that ain't what it is. You know, it's a whole fucking lot more than just, oh, I get, you know, early and ad free and bonus content. It bullshit. You say, you know, it's about the camaraderie, the family, and cool ass Zooms with famous wrestlers and stuff like that. It's not bad, but the family that the friends I've made, I mean, every one of y'all, like I would have never met y'all. I would have never met 90% of our fans that I know without ad free shows. Like, so I'm just really fucking pumped for this weekend as you're listening and the fun. And hey, if you see us, fucking come and say hi. You know, like we're there to have a good time. We're there to have fun. And you know, importantly, what we're there to do is ease our mind from life's troubles because we're on vacation. You don't have to clock in. You don't have to do none of that. Just fucking hang out. Like that's what I'm gonna do. Vacation James is a totally different person. Because if some little drama starts, you'll just hear me go, I'm on vacation. Like I ain't got time for this shit. You want to do your little petty bullshit? Cool, keep it over there. I'm on vacation. So this weekend in Huntsville, we're just gonna kick back, relax, and hey, ease your mind on your show, you know? But yeah, that's so what else see the spirit of traveling and missing flights. It reminds me of Top Guy Weekend and just the great fucking time that we all have kicking it with the homies.
Absolutely, James, but set an alarm.
Yeah, for real. Because you don't want to miss that.
Because I'm not going to forget that last year.
Yeah, me either. I felt about fucking, you know,
Well,
I felt a
millionaires.
millimeter tall when I woke up and I was like it was like an hour after it left. Like my plane was gone. It wasn't like I had a chance to make it. Like it was gone. Like landed already in Atlanta. And I'm like,
I can't
well,
believe
you
you're able
fucked.
to
And in my head, it's just like, you fucked this up. You have your dad's like extra bracelet, like, you know, all this stuff. Like you fucked this up. You fucked this up. So I'm just going crazy on my phone trying to book another flight.
You know what's funny? That's how tired you are from your freaking ridiculous work schedule. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when I have something important to do, I can't even sleep. Okay, but you have to be at work at 3 a.m.
I'm leaving. Yeah,
you know, that's all I'm saying. That just
I'm leaving my alarm on so that when we're all hanging out and it goes off, I'll be like, this is what I deal with. Like, guys, this is why I don't Zoom as much. I don't do it. Yeah, because this is wakey, James. You know,
if we're still awake, though, it'll be like, this doesn't seem like a problem. We're up.
We will definitely be awake. Come on. We're on vacation, Brad. Come on. Yeah. We will definitely
let's just hope that we can get the sodas we need for the mixed drinks and there's no problem with the vending machines again.
Exactly. Very true.
Because I don't need your disappointment.
You won't take the money.
Man, I'll never forget your face.
Everybody just think I'm pissed off when I'm drunk, and I was like, "That's just how my face looks." Like I go,
"Yeah, I'm not mad, Brad. I'm just disappointed." Yeah. And we got Mike. Here we go again. I'm sure everybody's really into this. We got Mike over there buying beer at the front desk.
Oh man,
this guy Adam. 5 in the morning, he's getting home. 5 in the morning.
Weekend, dude.
He ain't even drinking. 5 in the morning, he's getting him. I don't even know what to do to 5 in the morning if I'm not drinking.
So you only get into trouble after 2 a.m.
That is a fact.
Enthralling shit right here.
Shout out Devin. What the fuck?
Shout out Devin.
All right, just a heads up. There may not be a build or a Devin's topic.
But hey, I guess
I'll do a small build if I need to.
All right, perfect.
So, Mike, are we going to you or?
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. Let's do it.
Fuck it. We're live, pal. Let's do this.
All right. So, as we know, a couple months ago during WrestleMania season, we had the Cockomania, I guess you would call it, right? So, I want to ask you, like, I got a couple matches here. and I'm gonna ask you guys each one match. And I want you guys would it be the agent or the booker or whatever it is, and I want you to tell me what kind of match it is, who's going over, and if anything important happens in that match, like how the other person's going over. Make sense?
Say it one more time, bud.
All right. So I'm gonna give you a
Good
match.
job, Brad.
You tell me what type of match it is, who's going over, and what happens in the match.
I'm
Okay.
down.
I'm down.
Okay.
We can, just
Hey, we
clear
should
your
do a
schedule. Clear
We
your
should do a
schedules,
fundraiser
everyone.
and we should do a cockathon sometime.
Yeah, right. All right. So who wants? Brad, I'll do you first.
That'll look good on GoFundMe, a cockathon.
Actually, you know what? We'll do
24-hour cockathon.
Oh, great job.
I
yeah,
don't think
do
we're
Adam.
allowed to say that, sir. Sorry, we can't allow it.
We're gonna do
Oh,
Adam
man.
first. Alexa Bliss
Oh,
versus
what the
Britt
fuck?
Baker.
Ooh.
You know, I
Is
got
there a
covered.
title? Is championship involved, or what is it?
This is a all in Forbidden Door WWE WrestleMania.
Bra and panties match.
So just a regular one-on-one, no title.
You can do whatever type of match you want.
Yeah, you're the
You can
booker.
add a title. You can make it a ladder match. You can make it any kind of match you want.
You're the
You know, but
booker,
I
Sullivan.
gotta know if I'm champion or not.
All right. Yeah, it's the
You're the booker. Who's the champion? Come on, man. You don't read this much. Just do
WWE
it.
World Heavyweight Title.
Who has it?
It's
You
on
are
line.
the booker.
Brand new
You
title.
answer who has it.
I'm the producer. He's the booker.
You're not
What's the
shit
match
right
I
now.
Brand new title. Brand new title.
Okay. So it's a tournament. So they're the two winners of the tournament,
Mhm.
going for the newly made AEW, WWE Undisputed Girls title.
Yes.
Girls
It's
title.
always a ladder match. I don't want to do a ladder match. Let's we haven't seen
Shout
too
out,
many
Brad.
women's 2 out of 3 falls matches.
Ooh.
So let's go a woman's 2 out of 3 falls. First match be an exhibition match. Second match, submission match. And if it goes to 3, we'll go no DQ, all brawl. Just whoever wins it. So I'd say Britt Baker wins the first match, the regular exhibition match. Because I just think, I love Alexa Bliss, but Britt Baker's on another level right now.
You can't
So-
love Alexa Bliss. I love her more.
Here we go.
You love her as much as you love Goldberg, right?
Please, God.
So I
Always
know I
fun.
put my nose down too, buddy. So Britt Baker wins the first match, the first fall. Second fall goes to Alexa because she turns into the crazy Bray Wyatt figure person, whatever. Can't remember what she went by back then. The doll gets involved and helps her win the second fall. With she chokes her out. There we go. The doll helps her choke her out. But
Does the
referee
doll
don't see it.
choke? Does the doll do the
doll
choking?
chokes her out, yeah.
With the little like nub hands?
No, she sticks her arm in her mouth.
Oh,
Chokes her
come
out.
on. Oh, God.
But no, Alexa Bliss, submission. She wins the second fall. And then here we go for the third fall. They go back and forth, and then what happens? Oh no, the Outcasts come out. And what does Paige or Saraya do? Because she don't know what to do because she loves both companies. And she
The New
turns
Day.
and she turns on Britt Baker and helps Alexa Bliss win. 1, 2, 3.
What the living hell?
I don't even
How many
know.
of these do we have? How many of these do we have?
You each have one. You each have
Oh,
one.
thank God. I was so long. And that's not what she said.
Why, Brad? Would you rather
Well, I
have
could
more?
have put way more detail in it. You know I could have.
Yeah, no, shout out to the
Right.
45-minute Would We Rather last week.
Well, Brad, since you're bitching about it, Braun Strowman versus
Who?
Braun Strowman versus Warlow.
Man, I really wish I had the chicks.
You
All
can't
right,
have
Braun
two
Strowman
garbage ass
versus-
wrestlers.
Wardlow. Well, nobody can pin anybody, so we're gonna go with a last man standing match. Again, do I need direction here, Adam, or something? What are you laughing at?
I use a forklift to hold down Braun Strowman.
just who wins and how
I'd
they win.
flip an
Yeah.
ambulance.
It's a last man standing match, and Braun Strowman is going to lose to Wardlow. Boy, I'm not really as good as this as Adam is, huh? And
Not easy to book, is it, Brad?
I didn't know we were playing. And
I didn't either.
Wardlow gets some the stuff that knocks you out, chloroform from Arn Anderson, and sticks it in Braun Strowman's face. When he's down to the count of 9, you had Ricochet pumping his chest, trying to bring him back to life, and almost gets him up, but then he falls back down, and Wardlow wins.
Excuse me,
I
ma'am.
can't even believe I thought of that.
Was that a WrestleMania 9 reference?
Does this smell like chloroform to
Because
you?
you remember in the Taker match, on commentary, they're like, "What's that stuff called? What's that stuff that knocks you out? What is it?" And they're like, "Chloroform."
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So that's it. Shout out Arn Anderson.
Shout out Arn
Right.
Anderson.
Thanks for the
James,
help.
you ready for yours?
Ready.
Sami Zayn
Knew it. Knew fucking when you started this, I was like, I'm doing a Sami Zayn something.
versus Sammy Guevara.
Oh. Can we do a death match? And not like a working death match, but a shooting death match, and it's a draw, if you know what I'm saying. No, okay, so Ian, fucking Mike. It would be I'm gonna go no holds barred, so they beat the absolute fuck out of each other.
Great movie.
Fuck yeah. Sounds like some ABCs of the 80s type stuff.
Oh,
Hey, but no, no holds barred on Christmas. Sorry. And then all the weapons, all the bullshit. Let's see. There's not going to be a title on the line because, let's face it, none of them are champions. Champion worthy. How does it go and who goes over? Because I don't give a shit about the answer to those two
That's why I gave
questions.
you this match.
Yeah, I could give a fuck less how it happens or who it happens for. But
It's a WrestleMania all out, all in, whatever.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with it's a good match. It's a good match. Then not Sammy. Well, fuck, they're both Sammy. Sami Zayn does some bastardly shit like low blow, maybe cheap shot, maybe something like that. And then Guevara makes the comeback, and Guevara gets the pin and goes over.
Nice.
Because in reality, I was cheering for Sammy Guevara a lot until I watched him propose on TV. And then a couple months later, I'm not with Ty. I'm not with Ty. I'm not with Ty. And then they're making out on TV. So yeah, I was a fan of Sammy before all that happened. So there's potential where I could be a Sammy fan again. They just got to fuck off a little bit.
That works.
That's it.
That was my topic. And
no, that was good. That was good, Mike.
I have one for Devin, but
Fuck him.
he's a bitch ass and not here. So fuck off, Devin.
Yeah, he hasn't answered me either. So great.
I thought that would be a
The
little bit
Little
fun.
League game went into extra innings.
Yeah.
I thought
We
that
had to
would be
make sure
fun.
little Tommy struck out for the 7th time.
Yeah, I thought that would be fun. I just
Fucking
figured
Little League.
we booked some matches. Let's call out and see how we would do them.
I was
So-
thinking about Devin and this whole Little League thing. I knew that last year he couldn't get here till 8:00, and I didn't bring it up this year. Here we are.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
funny if we talk all this shit and then when the Little League World Series happens, we're like, holy fuck, that's Devin. He's like playing like batting coach or some bullshit, for some like.
And then the World Series happens on the day of his wedding.
And Adam's there with his dog, Benji.
Yeah, that's booking right there, Adam. That's booking.
So, Mike, you didn't pick a match.
Not the goddamn
Well,
kick out.
I do got
That's what
two
Eric
more.
would say.
So to see, which
Yeah.
one do I want to give Devin?
He'd bring all the players to the wedding.
Right.
All right. So I got Bobby Lashley versus Brian Cage. Did I do that one?
Oh, round
Bobby
two.
Lashley.
That's a snoot. No, he never did one.
Are
No,
we
I didn't do
seeing
that one.
double on this topic?
So
That's a
and then I
snoozer
got
right there, brother.
Roman versus MJF.
Roman smash.
Oh, I could have tore that one up. Oh,
So
shit.
I'm gonna do the Roman versus MJF. And here's what I'm gonna do.
Roman smashes him.
It's gonna be in a Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell match. And MJF's doing his little heel shit, trying to get away and stuff like that. Roman's beating the shit out of him. Then MJF does a low blow, starts going over. Solo comes out and attacks MJF. And then out of nowhere, you hear CM Punk comes out.
When did he change the
When did-
fucking
when did Stone
trumpet?
Cold come back?
Whatever his music
Fucking
is.
marching band come out for CM Punk's music now?
That was Stone Cold.
Drops from the rafters, comes straight down through the middle of the Hell in the Cell, takes out Solo, takes out Roman, looks at MJF, gives him to go to sleep, and puts Roman on top of him. 1,
Oh,
2, 3.
look at Mike. Look at Mike over here. And that is episode 1 of Collision.
Thanks,
And there
Mike.
you go. Your Galaxy Universal World Heavyweight Undisputed
The leader speaks. That leader.
Galaxy Championship, Roman Reigns. Because we know he's going to get it all. WWE paid more money for it.
Only you can set me free. Well, hey, look in our eyes. What do you see?
That's it. And I'll save the other one for Mr. Devon, it becomes.
Oh, Mrs. Dowling?
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling he's not. Erica's probably like, well, since you're home and they've already did an hour without you, so you might as well just you're supposed to hang out with me. It's me time, not the goddamn kick out crew.
Man, I'll tell you what, you sound just like her.
Right? It's a damn near a spitting image. For those on audio, that was James
Yeah,
Elcori. That wasn't Erica.
Shout out,
Anyway.
Erica.
Shout out. Somebody else should have talked right there, so we didn't have any dead audio.
Yeah.
But hey, thank you for our audio listeners. We would like to thank all of you, but we don't know how many there are.
So for our listeners, who would you have go over out of Bobby Lashley and Brian Cage?
Yeah, there it is. The KOC,
Boom.
Your show, book your match. Bobby Lashley versus Brian Cage. And y'all let us know how you would book it and what type of match it would be and who's going over.
For the TNBS USA
Doesn't matter. They book it.
title.
God, who cares?
TNTBS.
No, it's Bobby Lashley and Brian Cage for the WCW light heavyweight title.
There we go. That works.
Book it however you want.
Shout out.
Yeah. Oh man, when a leader speaks, that leader dies. And I think that segment is where it needs to be.
It was fun. Was it not fun? Did you not like it?
Was
Oh
fucking
my gosh, shut the fuck up.
It was a great time, except for Brad. Richard Stanton is in the building.
Oh my goodness.
So hey, are we doing match number 2?
I hope so.
Why not? Can we not just do FMK and get it over with?
I watched this fucking match so many times. Well, as the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes, because my windows just rattled there. That was cool shit. I guess it's time to unleash the demon, as some would say, huh? All right, that is match 2. And what is match 2? Well, it is the headline or main event of NXT TakeOver Dallas, and it is Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, but this is Demon Finn Balor. It had a match length of a little over 16 minutes, and Meltzer gave this one 3.5 stars. But hey, what a glorious sighting that we had in the crowd as Bobby Roode was in there. But now we can, I'm going to kick it over to Devin for the match build. So, Devin, how did we get there? Hey, dude, I got Bryant's number. Probably send him the code.
I got you building up.
Perfect.
Nice.
So it all goes back to the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. So
Baby.
Finn Balor, Samoa Joe was actually tag team partners in the Classic, and for them winning or whatever, I can't remember if they won or not. I'm sorry, I didn't look at the match.
But you had the build there, Adam.
But I don't care if they won the Tag Team Classic or not.
Well, did they have a belt or not? What belt did they have?
No, they didn't win it. I'm sorry. But after that, Samoa Joe says, "Well, hey, why don't you give me a title shot?" And right before he could answer, Ben Balor could answer, that's when William Regal come out and said, "No, you got to win a number one contenders match." They ended up having a battle royal that he almost won, but Tyler Breeze won it. So Joe got pissed and went on like a rampage and beat the hell out of every damn body. I mean,
In AEW Rampage?
No, this wasn't before that. He won NXT Rampage. So he just kept beating the hell out of everybody until he finally got that match. And so they said, "Oh, okay, you can have your match for NXT TakeOver London." So Finn Balor comes out as the Demon, but it was the which version was it? I think it was a Jack the Ripper version of the Demon.
In London?
Yes, in London.
Nice.
So he come out and they had a damn good match, beat the shit out of each other. Turns out Finn Balor wins with a coup de grace, 1, 2, 3. Joe's pissed. So for the next few weeks, he beats the hell out of everybody. I mean, DMC, everybody. He beat the shit out of big old fellas, little fellas, whoever come in front of him, beat the shit out of him. So he said, "Look, I want my rematch. He said, "All right, fine, you can have it in NXT Dallas."
Brian Terenza.
All right. So let's get into it, guys.
I got all this together in 5 minutes.
That was a
I get.
fantastic job, and Devin could not have done better.
True. Shout out Devin.
But it all starts from the Dusty Classic, and it all goes to NXT TakeOver London into NXT Dallas, TakeOver Dallas.
So my first line here is Bobby Roode in the crowd.
Yeah. Glorious.
Don't forget about
I
Ibushi.
will give in. I will give in. Sweet. Hey, another sweet ass theme. Everybody on this whole thing that we've covered has sweet ass themes.
I agree.
So Samoa Joe entrance. Adam, was Joe too old to be in NXT?
Hell no.
He's
Because Bobby
39.
Roode's older than him.
I agree. Yeah, I know. All right, so then there's my answer, huh? All right, the demon entrance. Devin, we've for the love
Yeah.
of- All right, so anyway,
I'll talk about the demon entrance.
Yeah, go ahead.
we've covered it a couple times, but how good is it to see it here?
Oh well, I like how here's a couple things I put in my notes about Finn's entrance. Number one, who had Chainsaw Demon Finn on their bingo card? Huh? And coming out wielding a chainsaw in Texas,
That was
dressed
fucking
like that.
amazing.
Huh? It looks like he's setting up for a massacre. Waka waka waka.
Hey, they
You
did
get
win
it.
the Dusty Rhodes Classic. My bad. They did win the Classic.
And shout out to Finn Balor for walking to the ring, throwing up the hook'em horns. Shout out. I'm glad all the wrestlers are fucking Texas fans because they always throw up the hook'em horns.
Hey James, is NXT the best part of Samoa Joe's career when it comes to WWE or AEW?
No, remember when he hey Wendy to AJ Styles for like 3 weeks?
Oh, pretty
That had
good.
to be the best, right?
TNA.
I said I didn't mention TNA because that was probably his best part of his career.
Yeah.
I think that was his best part. I think he's wind down a lot. He's good. Don't get me wrong. I just think TNA.
Are you
was
talking
his best.
specifically WWE?
Yeah, I said WWE or AEW. So since he's been in WWE,
I just wanted to talk shit about that Wendy thing because that was stupid.
that
That was
it.
fucking stupid. I bet you did, Brad.
I liked it. I thought he was.
I
think
bet
he's
you
a great-
did. You another man coming to your house talking shit to you. What was this cuck season?
Yeah, never seen
Jeez.
another man come to somebody's house in wrestling before. I seen Seth Rollins with his speed
Yeah.
up at Edge's house.
I saw Stone Cold bring a gun to Brian Pillman's house.
Yeah.
Or no, Stone
The other
Cold
way
showed up
around.
and Brian Pillman pulled the gun.
And Triple H threw Randy Orton through his front window.
Randy Orton lit the
Oh,
fucking
whatever.
Wyatt family house on fire.
Yeah.
Mike, I got one here for you, Mike.
Oh God.
Mike, Joe has 100 pounds on Finn. As a guy who doesn't weigh too much yourself, what would your strategy be in this match?
Kick him in the balls and run.
I knew you were gonna. That is a little man day, man. I knew in my head. I'm like, he's gonna say hit him in the nuts.
Yeah, right.
So
He
we have
goes
another-
down. He's in the balls. He goes down.
Shout
And
out Adam for not doing low blows.
Another split crowd. Joe throws Finn out of the ring, right
Like-
back.
Hey,
in
whoa,
again.
whoa.
Oh God, what do I have to do? What are we doing?
So when they hold up the belt and you see Samoa Joe and Finn kind of facing each other, one of the coolest fucking quotes of all times happens. I told you, dickhead, to let me do this, and you just fucking skip right past it. I actually don't know who it was. It could have been Corey Graves
man,
or
it's
Tom
good.
Phillips. I tried to figure out.
Yeah, they sound exactly the same.
Tried to figure out which commentator it was, couldn't. But the quote is, when you stare across the ring at one of the best wrestlers in the world who transformed himself physically and mentally into a chainsaw-wielding maniac, most men would run. Most men would give up. Not Samoa Joe. You don't see any fear. He is completely undeterred. You know why?
Miedo.
You know why? Because Godzilla wasn't afraid of Mothra. T-Rex wasn't afraid of Indominus Rex. Samoa Joe is a monster doing battle with a demon. Boom! That's a sick-ass quote, man. That's probably one of the best ones.
All right, so Joe throws Finn out
Don't
of the
you
ring.
laugh. That was
Right
awesome.
back in and out
Godzilla
again.
wasn't afraid of Mothra. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So this
you
is
got
going to
Samoa
be
Joe and the demon.
this is going to be a running theme throughout the episode. So Mike Bober asks, what are your thoughts about them stopping the Finn Joe match because of blood? I know that was policy back then, but I felt it took away from the match. I know being in the crowd, we were all hot when it happened. Now,
Whack.
this
Was he
I'm
in the
not,
crowd?
Yeah, he was there that weekend.
so I'm gonna we're not answering that right now because here's the thing. It's gonna be a common theme throughout this match to talk about. So I just want to tell you, Bober, we're gonna address this question throughout this match.
Yeah, we
okay?
have 700 times to talk about it.
So Joe already is cut open. Finn flies out of the ring. Joe throws Finn in security with a really hard hit. Adam, obviously Joe is cut early. How would you, as an in-ring performer, handle that?
Well, I mean, it depends on how bad he's cut, really. But back in this time, I think there was like a no blood policy, pretty much. So you pretty much have to stop the match. I mean, you got to worry about the well-being of the competitor. So that always comes first.
Would you not just check on him, make sure he's okay? And I mean, I understand the no blood, the easy way, zip. But if it's the hard way,
They should
you
have
not just let it
patched him
go?
up real quick and let the match go. Instead of
Yeah,
taking
do
portions
it
in
one
between the
time.
match,
Yeah,
They
they should have
should-
stitched it up on the spot and just
they
let
could
him
have
go.
stapled him right there. They could have numbed it, stapled him, been done with it.
Or
Went to
super
the
glue.
opposite.
They
Super
did it
glue his ass
recently
right
with
there.
him.
Just super glue it.
Yeah,
the
they
ref-
did it to Finn Balor 2 months ago.
Right.
Boom.
They
The
could
ref
have
try-
stapled him, give him 5 minutes, staple him, do the match.
So the ref is trying to wipe down Joe. Finn out of the out into the NXT universe on top of Joe. Ref still trying to wipe down Joe, slugging it out in the ring. I don't know what the hell I wrote here.
I think all
You're
that
not-
right there.
you're
Yeah,
not-
I don't type my notes. I just write them.
Iranagi
Then flash forward. I don't know what the hell I wrote here.
and Anagi from Joe. Devin, how athletic is Joe for a big man?
I think he's
James,
great.
how athletic is Joe for a big man? Thanks, Mike.
Were
Joe
you trying
dives
to
out
ask
of-
me that question because I'm fat? Thanks, Brad.
I actually was
Moving on.
asking Devin.
Moving along. No,
Joe
because then you
dives,
said James. Oh, James is fat. He'll answer this question.
Joe dives out of the ring into Finn. The fans love it. Holy shit chance. James, are you pissed you never made it to one of these shows, or did you? Did you ever go to an NXT show?
Never. And literally right now it's an hour away. But I have to work Wednesday mornings. And right now Seth Rollins is gonna be on there an hour
Yeah.
away. It'd be cool to go. But But
Yeah,
no,
let's
I
go.
never made it to any NXT show. And they actually do the house show. They did a house show in my town. I didn't even go to. But that's because I'm waiting on my lady, Nakia Lyons. Whenever you
out.
come back and y'all do that house show loop, bet your ass I'll be there. Yeah.
Did it get it?
The officials are still trying to wipe down Joe, and the crowd freaking hates it. Mike, does it take this long Does this take you out of it a little bit?
It does. Like they should have just did something real quick and easy and let him go. I mean, accidents happen, and they should have just let it play out.
Yeah. At this point, I realize
flow of
it's
the
a shoot.
match. You know, they always talk about flow of the match.
Yeah,
At this
it definitely took it away, and there was this time, and then as you can continue to go, there's more times, and I think it's a great match, but it could have been a lot better.
StreamYard.
I think it's only because of where the accident was, right above his eye, right under his eye. I think if it would have been like, up here somewhere or back there, I don't think it would have been as much of
I
a
think
big
the
deal.
constant bleeding was the issue.
That
If it would have
might
been
have
a
run his
deep
eye
ass
too.
cut, but it
But
didn't bleed, I think you're good. But since it kept dripping, I think that's why it was just the deal.
I agree. That's why I said do something real quick, maybe stop the bleeding real quick.
Mhm.
But the whole wiping down every 5 minutes, the refs over there patting them down, that blood gave that match, like just that look, gave that match something different to look at. I mean,
there's no reason to keep wiping it because guess what? It's going to keep bleeding.
Right. So just let it go. I mean, make sure he's good. It's where it's at. Do what you got to do. Okay, you're good. You're not hurting. You're just in the wrong spot where it's bleeding a gusher. That's it.
Well, 100%.
That's it.
So we obviously know at this point that it's a shoot, not a work, and that's it. We didn't know at first, but now you definitely do. So you have a one arm slam by Joe. Chance from the crowd. Joe's going to kill you. I love that shit. Submission on Finn. Kick in the corner by Joe. Again with the cut. Adam, ref stops the match. How about a Band-Aid, Adam?
A Band-Aid, a gauze, something.
Elbow by Joe. Chops by Joe. Boot connection in the corner from Finn. Hard hitting again in the match, James. How snug is too snug?
I mean, depending on how you do it, I guess. How you sell it, I guess, because that last match, I fucking loved when Sammy and Shinsuke were just like punching the shit out of each other there for like that back and forth thing, like legit punching, and then the kicks in the head, like we all mentioned. So, but I don't want to see a dude just fucking wail off and just like beat a dude and then like bruise up his face, swelling and all that stuff. Because that takes that person out of action until that swelling goes down,
Correct. Knee to the neck and chest to Finn. Joe dominating. Joe kicking Finn. Big drop kick from Finn. Both men down. Again, working on Joe's eye. Mike, the cut is in the eye, but it does seem crazy that Finn continues to hit the eye.
I mean, I think he's doing what Joe would want him to do. Like,
but it's going to cut it open, isn't it?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's gonna make him stop it more if he does that.
I mean, yeah, go ahead and swell it up, let it stop. But
it's kind of it's a catch-22 though, because like because if you're gonna take it as a legitimate sporting event, then yeah, of course Finn would attack the eye because it's bruised or cut. But if you want to like rationalize and keep the match going, you wouldn't attack the eye. But then people will be like, I can't believe you didn't go after the eye, because that's like when somebody like injures an arm, quote, they work the arm, work the knee, shit like that.
And is this about the time when the crowd starts chanting "fuck you, PG" or something like that?
Pretty much. Yeah, we're getting
it's
there.
right around this time. I mean,
yeah,
they're wanting it. They're okay with it. Everybody in that crowd is chanting it.
Not everybody. There's a listener question that has to deal with that too.
Yeah. All right, so we got Finn kicks through the ropes to Joe. Kicks on the jaw to Joe. Over the head to Finn looked like a suplex. Again, crowd is split. Sling blade to Joe, misses, but Finn misses the double kicks, and then you get a senton from Joe. Powerbomb to Balor, cover out at 2, into the crab crossface from Joe. How good is the selling of the move from Joe, Adam?
Joe's a worldwide wrestler, superstar. So the whole fact that he's Samoa Joe just tells you how good of an athlete he is. But him and Finn both, I mean, that's why they're at the top of both their companies right now, because they're just so amazing at what they do.
Double
top
stomp
Ring
from...
of Honor, is that what you're saying?
Double stomp from Finn, both men down. Sling blade, the double kicks in the corner from Finn. Finn to the top, broken up by Joe. Muscle buster from Joe to Finn. Finn out at 2. James, how cool is it? How cool was that move? The muscle buster.
I dig it, but well, I just think the crowd kind of, because it could be, how am I trying to word this? I like the way the crowd was reacting to such things, I guess is what I'm trying to say without fumbling over everything. But yeah, if you saw that move and it was just like random plain Jane, I doubt it would get any big reaction. But the fact that, because here's the thing that we were sleeping on. This pay-per-view had a live crowd, obviously, but there were a lot of matches on this pay-per-view where the crowd was like cheering for both guys.
It's
Like
definitely
the
this
same
one.
people that cheered Sammy cheered Shinsuke's, entrances. And the same people that like cheered Joe, they're cheering, ah, dude, ah. Like, I mean, the crowd is cheering for everybody,
Yeah. So they're trading shots, and then we got a Pele kick from Finn. Mike, what do you think of the Pele kick?
I mean, I like it, but I don't know.
I don't think it hurts.
It's overdone now. It's cool to
Yeah.
see, but it is way overdone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I like the look of it, but you can tell. I mean,
all right.
Yeah.
You made your point. The ref is counting. Both men up. Sling blade and drop kick into the corner from Finn. Coup de grace. Am I saying it right?
It's French. French. Coup de grace.
Coup de grace from Finn. I know I've said it before. For some reason, I'm struggling today.
Yeah, coup.
Does not, but he does not cover. Now, you get the coquina clutch from Joe. I got that one right.
Nailed that one. Can't say fucking coup, but coquina clutch.
Adam, did you think this was it?
Yeah, because especially since Finn Balor beat him in London, and this is like the return match, I figured they'd give it to Joe right here.
It looks like it. It looks like, because it is with authority. He's giving it. You know what I mean? It looks done. But then Finn summons the power of the demon.
They should have dimmed the lights and did a heartbeat thing.
Yeah.
And flips Joe into a cover. 1, 2, 3. Demon wins. Joe is shocked. Finn watching Joe watching Finn. The whole exit of everything was great. It's a shame about the blood, because really they had a good match.
Is Joe the best one that actually reacted with his face, like, his eyes twitching and shit? Like, Joe is so good at that stuff.
Joe is so I mean, he's older now. I know he's older, and he was older really in the WWE period. Yeah. So I guess I missed his best times. I was not watching TNA at that time when he was the man. I think, Kurt Angle talks about him like he should have never broke his streak. He thinks he was so good, and he's got his psychology is good. Everything about him is good.
Hey, I have a listener question. James from Melbourne, Florida writes,
"Oh, hey James,
why did AJ go right to the main roster, but Shinsuke and Samoa Joe went to the NXT?"
It's a great point. Why did Dominic Mysterio?
Do you think it would have had something to do with the contract? I mean, you think
exactly.
Yeah, AJ's like, I'm not going to NXT. I'm going to main roster.
Yeah, true. I don't know though. Yeah, but granted, AJ was a bigger known name. I guess. I don't know.
I do have a lot of listener questions, guys.
Yeah, man. We got a bunch of good feedback on this episode, so I want to shout out to the fans for giving us a bunch of good questions.
I don't understand what he's trying to say here, but what changes do you think that each match should have had? And should they have been intertwined? I don't know what that means.
What
but
changes should they had? I mean, like Samoa Joe
not stop it every 5 seconds to wipe away blood.
There's got to be a way to put a bandage on them. I'm just saying.
I mean, they kind of were intertwined because they had just signed Finn Balor from Japan, and then not too much longer after that, they signed Shinsuke from Japan. So they both are from the IWGP Championship.
My only issue was the blood problem. Other than that, I think the matches were perfect.
Yeah.
It wasn't the blood, it was the stoppage of it. Like,
yeah. I wouldn't change anything other than that. That's not anybody's fault, but
one time, maybe
really
twice. Yeah, maybe twice. It was going to keep going. He's good. All they're worried about is that look. They don't want that blood coming down.
When you're talking about scripted stuff, okay, there's so many times when someone broke their leg in storyline and they continue to break their leg. When you have a blood situation here and you're stopping it for that, it really takes away because in every other situation, you're whatever the weakness is, you're making sure you make it worse. If someone
That's what I'm
bandages them-
saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Wouldn't Finn attack the eye because it's a
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But at the same time,
because like when
I'm not-
somebody injured, oh he hurt his knee, so then they like attack the knee, and then do like a figure four, like shit like that.
it's a catch 22 almost. It's
Yeah.
like, but other than that, I wouldn't change anything. Anybody else? I got other questions here.
Maybe
keep going.
the Sammy match could have been a couple minutes shorter if I had to change anything. But that's really nitpicking
Yeah.
because that was Shinsuke's debut and
it was a good
Sammy's
match.
last match for NXT. So
And they gave them both a good way, like Shinsuke a good way in, and
Exactly.
Sami Zayn a good
I think
way.
Sammy's happy though.
There was
Yeah, I
there
mean,
was
you
no
got to-
loss there.
True.
they got to
That
show off
beatdown
their
in that
ability,
match.
what they can do.
So I'm going to ask both these Gallagher questions at the same time because they're going to feed into each other. Were the guys bigger stars in NXT, or did WWE make them bigger stars on the main roster? And he also asked, do you guys think Sammy will ever be the top champ?
I think they were bigger in NXT.
All of them?
Yeah,
You think that Sami Zayn is bigger than NXT than he is right now?
I think
What's that grin?
company wise, yes. Over wise, like with the fans, it was about the same. But company wise, I mean, they gave him the NXT World Title there. They haven't.
Good point.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, so that Sammy's the hardest one out of them all. But I think NXT around this time, that's when Triple H was running it, and he did what was best for business. That's exactly what he did. I mean,
You really said that, huh?
I
I
mean,
did.
he fucking the
But it-
blowhard
but it-
Triple H
but it
stuff.
goes into
Good
it
now,
with it.
together
I mean,
forever.
he didn't have a Vince McMahon or nothing holding him down to do what he wanted to do, and he did what he thought was right, and what he thought was right was right.
Shinsuke, Finn Balor, and Samoa Joe are
Shinsuke,
bigger stars in NXT. Sami Zayn is on another level right now. That's
Samoa
my
Joe
opinion.
never had a
He's on a
chance in
different level.
the main roster.
And as far
Shinsuke
as I'm
got
concerned-
robbed. He was on a very good trajectory, and then
Won the
that
Royal Rumble.
WrestleMania- and then he turned into Nutshot Shinsuke, and
He won the Royal Rumble.
yeah,
What if
that was a
what if
good
they
Royal
would've
Rumble
put-
too.
I got a question. What if
Asuka
they
and
would've
him
put-
won both the two Asian performers.
And both
winning
lost
it.
in the championship
Yeah.
matches.
But what if they would put Paul Heyman with Shinsuke?
I mean, that's the thing.
Gold.
You've had mouthpieces with him, haven't you?
Gold.
Did
No,
he already have him? Didn't he already have
no,
him?
Who?
he
had a
didn't.
mouthpiece.
Who was his mouthpiece?
No.
Sammy? Was Sami Zayn Shinsuke's mouthpiece? Rick Boogs? you know?
Uh,
Who is Shinsuke's mouthpiece? You said it. Who was it?
I can't
If
believe
you-
you said Rick Boogs.
You said he had a mouthpiece. Who is his mouthpiece?
Wasn't
If
he
you
part
put-
of the Guerrilla Americans?
If you would have put Paul Heyman,
Wasn't it
with
Dutch
Shinsuke,
Mantel?
Paul Heyman and Shinsuke would be good shit.
I think he would have been the Roman Reigns that Roman Reigns is now. Especially if we went heel.
Oh yeah, right after he went with heel with AJ, and then put Heyman with him after that, moving forward, gold.
Dude, that would have been
They have
amazing.
done Shinsuke a disservice.
Because then, I mean, because that's when Shinsuke was doing that thing where somebody would interview him and he would look at him and he said, I speak no English. And then turn around, right when he said that, you have Paul Heyman come in there and say something for him.
Well, my client is what he's trying to say is that yeah. Oh yeah, perfect.
I mean, I think that would have been killer.
I agree with Brad.
I think Sammy's on another level though. I think he can win. He's going to win the big title. I don't think they can keep it away from forever if he stays this over. I think it'll be more of like a Daniel Bryan situation where the fans are going to will it into existence eventually. You can not think that all you want, but he's the biggest international star we have right now.
So
If Finn Balor when they
We,
got
as in I
hurt,
own the company.
if Finn
would you
Balor
do
when
something
they
with
got
him
hurt-
like he owns it, like he gets title and keeps it for a month and then loses
Yeah,
it?
you don't keep it for long.
I got a
because-
good one, which will never happen. They should book it this way. Next weekend when you listen to this, they should book it this way, but they won't. Sami Zayn wins the Money in the Bank, wins that contract. Further,
Yeah.
little down the line, Jey Uso beats Roman for the title. Little down the
Oh.
line, and then guess who turns his back on all of his buddies in the bloodline? Ginger Fidel himself cashes in that Money in the Bank and goes back to heel because he is a heel. You guys just blowhard him too much.
That
And
would have
then
been
Sammy is back heel, cashes in, wins that title, and guess what? You have a Sammy J, Sammy Jimmy, Sammy Cody, because Roman's going to take time off. When he loses, he's going to be gone. So that way you have a lot of stories already compiled right there. Sammy Solo. You have Sammy versus everybody. Sammy Kevin. I mean, you have all of his feuding enemies right there. Jay wins. Yay, pomp and circumstance. Boom. Ah, whatever.
And that turns him heel.
Yeah. He cashes in the Money in the Bank. Oh, I was heel all along. Boom. Then Sammy wins the title, and then he has like 8 storylines right there to chase him.
I just don't think you can turn him heel right now.
I'm not saying right now. I'm saying down the line.
He's so over.
No. As it is right now, I would say put Jimmy or Jay against Roman. They beat the shit out of each other. Roman wins, and then right at the end,
Sami Zayn. See, here's the thing. Everybody wants Sami Zayn to win that title so fucking bad that he's going to win it. He's going to have a good run, and then it's going to be lackluster.
I just wanted
with me with Adam Page. I wanted Hangman Page to win that fucker so bad. He had no opponents though when he won it. It's gonna be the same fucking thing.
I just want him to have it on his resume. But then again, I can't even say that because you look at Scott Hall. Scott Hall deserved a world title, but he didn't need it.
I don't know, guys. I just think there's endless
I think they're going to
possibilities.
milk the Sammy thing for as long as it can before they give him the title. They're going to milk.
possibilities.
How long can they milk it before the milk goes dry?
I don't know. Y'all are jacking them off still right now, and it's been
saying,
fucking 9 months. So
you
tell
are
me
so
how long.
full of shit. You are so full of shit if you don't like him right now. I don't buy it.
I'm saying y'all like him so much he doesn't need the fucking belt. That's why they're going to milk it until you'll start to dip interest. Whoa, Sammy's gonna.
As soon as Roman loses that
why
title,
change it if y'all are already buying the tickets? There's no.
As soon as
what
Roman
what
loses
does
that
adding the
title
title do? Like, what does it do?
Nope. As soon as Roman loses
Because all it's going to do is drop him. The minute he gets that belt, what else is he fighting for? He's done. He's dropping off the face of the planet.
Yeah, but the minute Roman loses the title, it's done.
Yep.
I mean, the bloodline's pretty much done, broken up. They're going through their thing. That was his goal.
Because Sammy winning the title is feel good shit, but what do you do after that? Because that's the peak of that storyline is gonna be Sammy winning the title.
Same with
and
Cody.
It's gonna fucking drop off a cliff right after that.
Same with Cody. It's always with the baby face
so
on top.
So to answer your question, I think Finn Balor, if he wouldn't have got hurt during his match with
That's true.
With Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
it'd be a different story.
Yeah, I agree. I love Finn Balor, by the way.
But
Demon Finn's awesome. He almost beat
I like
Roman.
Demon Finn and regular Finn. Speaking of
Demon
Finn,
Finn almost beat Roman if that dang ring crew would have just.
And Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe had 2 rivals in the main roster. AJ Styles in a good match with Brock Lesnar one time. Other than that, he didn't do nothing in the main roster.
you're right. He became an announcer.
But he got injured.
So, like Brad said, Sammy has bigger stuff with the main roster. The other 3 were bigger in NXT.
Yeah. So a question here from Allison Faye. Why does Finn Balor have so many abs?
Because I let him. You have
a
mine.
lean. I've always said this about Finn Balor has a 20-pack. Like he's
gave
a
him
lean
mine.
son of a bitch, dude, and he has like abs on abs on abs. I'm with Allison on this one.
No,
That motherfucker has a.
My wife.
One time
loves-
we were hanging out on
loves
Zoom
him.
one time, all of us, and I was like, "Man, look at Finn's abs." Blah blah blah. She's like, "That's what I'm saying." Yeah, because
It's usually his
Finn Balor
package
has
everybody's
like.
looking at.
For the ladies out there that listen, because Lord knows we have a bunch of them. Just Google, Finn
All
Balor's
3 of you.
abs, and I mean, he's got the V, and he's got like 20 abs up top of it.
All right. So if I ask this next question, we got to keep this under an hour.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Is it an Eddie Guerrero question?
No, one answer each. Okay. Ben Jones asks, random question for the crew. You have to change the name of your podcast. What's the new name? I don't.
The James L. Cora Show with friends.
Hey,
Yeah, you get it? Because everybody thinks I'm the host and stuff. So the
In the
James Show
weeds.
with friends.
Into the
Wrestling
weeds.
in the weeds.
Fucking love it.
What is that? Improv, was it? James Improv Hour with wrestling.
Oh man, I wish I still had our messages from when we were first talking about this because we had some good ones.
The rambling
Yeah,
men.
it took Mike what 10 months to put Kick Out Crew.
Yeah, the rambling
KOC.
rambling men.
Space or no space, it's the same damn thing.
No, it's not.
All
There's a
right.
difference between
Rambling
KC and KOC.
So if I would change it, I would change it to Kick Out Crew with no space.
We'd have to
I love
change
that.
our fucking colors because then we'd be the gosh darn Kansas City Chiefs.
All right, 2 more questions. The blonde bummer on Twitter wants to know: there were only 5 matches on this NXT show. Is that enough?
They were long
It
matches.
was over
Perfect.
fucking 2 hours.
They
it
weren't
seemed
that
like
long.
It.
They weren't that long, Mike.
It went over 2 hours of.
The
it seemed
takeovers
like
are
a
usually
little
about
much.
2.5 hours.
You're right.
20 minutes a match. That's
No,
I mean,
they were not 20 minutes a match. Look it up.
Well, by the
Okay,
time you had your
James,
matches,
how long was Finn Balor and Samoa Joe?
That one was 14
This is
minutes.
match time. This is not like entrances and pre-show
Right,
package
this is
bullshit.
match time.
So
Yeah, 14
16.
minutes.
you know,
14,
you,
okay.
you have your videos.
minutes.
build up the
But
matches.
That's the
Sami
main
Zayn
event.
Shinsuke was 20.
20. Those are the longest 2 matches.
I don't know. There was a couple of them that
Check
were in
it
there. for a
on. Check it.
It was over 2 hours for those many matches. So you tell me how long it was.
2
I'm
to
just
2.5 hours is perfect for
while. I didn't
takeover.
watch the whole damn pay-per-view, Brad. So did they just have a
I
bunch
can
of
either, but I looked it up because I saw
Six,
this
it was 6 matches and it went like 2.5 hours.
5 matches, 2.5 hours. This was
But
But
it's
then
kinda
they had
cutting
an
it on the
hour
match-
of video
match
packages
links,
and everything
kinda
else.
I looked at the match link. Some of them were 10 minutes, some of them were 8 minutes.
So
Anyway,
they had over
Battleground
an
this
hour
past
worth of
week, 2
video
weeks ago.
packages.
Battleground. Well, yeah, that's part of it too, but you still have them in WWE or the main shows have
Yeah,
that.
but they're only 2
2
or 3
hours,
minutes
15
long.
minutes.
I thought
I'm
this
sorry I
was
asked
the
this
easy
question.
question.
So anyway, Battleground had 6 matches, and that was just a recent one. So they still do it that way. Just thought a little extra research
That's
there.
the
All right,
perfect formula.
MJF's brother wants to know: should the Demon ever have lost?
No.
I agree, or at least maybe just
Made it
once.
special.
But then I get you, but when it's the 10th time the demon comes out, aren't you predetermined to be like, okay, he's winning?
Well, that's the way it's been for Roman for 3 years.
Undertaker.
Oh, well, yeah. And when he lost,
done.
everybody fucking, shit their pants.
Yeah, people cried.
I'm just saying, eventually you will lose.
Yeah.
But yeah, you bring him out. They don't bring him out
Well,
often.
here's the thing. Demon Finn would be Universal Champion if the rope was tightened all the way in the corner or whatever. We covered that
I heard
match
him
in
with
the
that,
archives, the biggest load of shit I've ever seen.
Okay, but wait, the Demon Finn, did he not wrestle Samoa Joe twice?
Yes,
As the
he beat him
Demon?
twice.
Oh.
I mean, so that right there, I don't like that. Like, I think they should have done the Finn Balor, and then this right here was the last part of it. Then make that the Demon. That's what they should have done.
And then you
Well, I
already know
think
who's
Samoa
winning.
Joe
According
asked
to
for the
y'all.
demon.
According to y'all, every time Demon Finn hits the stage, we know who's winning.
Yeah, but even if the second time when he won it,
What the
have him win
question
it
was.
as Finn Balor.
I think he should have. I'm going to tell you what, it's ruined for me now because he's lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You know who else lost 3 in a row? Devin.
He sure did. 8 o'clock, my ass.
What a son of a
Alright,
bitch.
so that's all the questions, guys. Back to you, James.
Is Devin okay? Do we need to put out a fucking missing
I
person?
texted him. He didn't answer. It is what it is. Let's move on.
Yeah. What a son of a. Hey, go ahead. Another listener question.
No, we're done.
He's
That's
just
it?
pissed off because
That was a lot.
I swear Bober just shot one in at the last minute.
Oh, if he did, I missed it. I there's a time limit. It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah. We're professional, Bober. Shout out to your episode. Now we're covering your matches. You already knew what it was. All right. Well, hey, what better than the listener questions than to keep the jokes and the good times flowing with the hottest rising segment in wrestling podcast and all of
Jonesy jokes. Yes.
Yay!
what just happened
What
there?
the hell was that?
What happened
I don't
there?
know.
He's talking about jokes. I thought we were talking about
Because he
Jonesy
loves
jokes.
being on the Zip Code Bros podcast.
Oh, there it
Zip
is.
He's like the
jokes.
main guy.
1 hour and 42 minutes into the episode.
He's like the
I know.
main guest.
Want to give a shout out to the Zip Code Bros. You can check them out on YouTube, wherever Spotify, Apple, and all of your podcast platforms.
Just take a time.
Might
out
as well
here.
give a shout out to
Pond Water
Pond Water Dave
Show.
Show. Shout out
to the Filter Free
JD.
Podcast.
Reffing it
Yeah,
up,
Filter Free
RJ.
Podcast, reffing it
Shout out
up.
to Ringside Rant.
Yeah, for real. Shout out WHW, because I'm about to goose bust this fucking shit. You know?
Adam, I'm wearing the shirt, buddy.
Hey, no.
Ringside Rant.
Ringside Rant.
This is vintage.
That is vintage.
You can't get it no more.
Yeah,
Hey,
this thing's worth a lot of money.
You know, at Top Guy Week, you should get that autograph. It might be worth some money someday.
Yeah, he ain't
Hey,
going.
we're about to be saved by the pod on this because Adam, the hottest rising segment in podcast today, not only wrestling, but improv and humor, some would say. And so that is Waka 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 with Adam. So Adam, take it away.
All right, so do you guys have any idea where you learn to make banana splits?
Dairy Queen.
No, Sunday school.
Mm,
Ooh.
Oh,
very good.
No,
nice, Fred.
I have a hard time trusting trees. They just seem kind of shady to me.
Cut.
Why don't eggs tell jokes? Because they crack each other up.
I should have got that.
No yoke. No yoke. Like no job. No yoke. Huh? Huh?
All right, I'll keep this in short. I kind
Giggity.
of, since we're going long.
Hey-oh.
Go figure.
Not.
Did you hear the rumor about butter?
What?
Did you hear the rumor about butter?
I'm going to churn away on that one.
No, because I'm not going to spread it.
Hey-oh.
I'm thinking the word margarine.
Hey, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Because
Here comes Devin.
you know it. Let's
Just
in
ride
time
his
for the
ass
demographic,
what he's
too. What do you
doing,
know?
Just in time.
Right?
What
Fuck
the
you.
lady-
Hey,
Fuck
guys.
you in the
Piece of
face.
shit.
You are a
Hey.
fucking bitch.
8:45?
Why nobody likes you. But that's why everybody hates you, like Brad. Yeah,
That's
why
why
everybody
Sammy Guevara
fucks off,
sucks.
Eat shit, eat all the shit. Oh, what did underhand pitch go long? Did they go to extra innings? Did 7th grade Susie have to fucking strike out for the 5th time before he could hand him a juice box and go home? The fuck, dude? An hour
What?
and a half? Jesus. You
Why
know
was
what?
the fan?
I may not
King
even
the
be
Demon
on the
King?
fucking next episode.
Did they stop the match to take Joe away from the action? When did Joe get busted up? When's the last time we saw a double down? Feels like a lot of spots. Is Shinsuke a charismatic ball of entertaining energy? How pumped is this crowd? There you go.
We had a lot of questions for you, dick fuck, and we just
I
had to
could've-
answer
and
them
I
ourselves.
did your build up.
Thank you, Adam.
On
I
the
can't
spot.
wait for our first live show is going to be September whatever the fuck from Devin's reception when we take it over. The goddamn kick out crew. Hey, you're fucking right it is. So yeah, shout out here. Welcome Devin. Fucking 2 hours into the episode. Devin, say hi to your fans.
No, fuck you. You don't get to say hi, you bitch.
Fucking piece of
It
shit.
doesn't matter what your name
I even put
is.
Sammy Guevara over and you weren't even here for it.
I'm gonna have to listen to that next week.
Oh.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit, because you weren't here. Fucking
So
ass
we
clown.
skipped
talk-
it.
hey, by the way, we didn't talk any shit about you at all.
Just so
Yeah,
you know,
hey,
my
this
team
is actually
lost
the first time we
9 to
mentioned your
7.
name in this
What a waste
whole
of time,
freaking
then.
time.
What a waste of time.
9 to 7. Bases loaded with 1 out and 2 kids struck out.
Sounds like they need a better coach.
When was that at? 8 o'clock?
What, an hour and a half ago? What the fuck are you talking about right now?
Maybe a better
Okay,
coach.
okay. The game ended about
I could
20
have walked
minutes
to your
ago.
house
I'm
backwards
the
by
coach.
now.
I have to wait for all the kids to leave the field and make
The
sure they're
game
done
usually
safely
ends
with a
between
parent. I
The
can't
hell
do
them
it.
kids. You got a podcast.
I gotta
Hey,
can you
tomorrow,
kids
drinking
fucking
nitro
get
Pepsi.
can you kids fucking
You're
go
their
home? We got a
coach. You're not their
podcast.
keeper.
I have to be their guardian when I'm there.
You coached them
Guardian,
on the
what the
field.
fuck?
To hell with
The
them
coach,
away from the
The
field.
All
parent
right. Time
in
out.
charge.
Time out. Devin,
Yes, Mike.
you gotta be part of this Mike's
Oh,
topic.
fuck me. I'm
Oh,
so wolf.
yeah.
See what you did, Devin?
Yeah, we gotta
All
go
right.
back to the outline, man.
Oh,
Now
man.
we're
Yeah.
running long. Now
No.
we're running
Really?
long.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike, what's your
Real
topic?
quick. All right. And since you were late, you're getting all 4 matches.
No.
I swear
Yeah.
to God, I will end this Zoom now. Yeah, I have that power.
I
I'm
mean,
just
you
kidding.
can just chime off. I
I'm
guess.
just fucking around with you. Okay. Bobby Lashley versus Brian Cage.
You couldn't come up with somebody else by now?
No, this is what's Devin's one.
He doesn't even understand the game.
So
He does, because I already talked to him about it.
Oh, you asshole.
Oh God! So you
Illusion.
already knew his ass was going to be 2 hours late.
No, I didn't. I knew he was gonna be an hour late.
You know what's funny? I'm going to say this, and it's all in jokes, but, there's some truth to it. Everybody talks about, like, oh, respect. We take this podcast seriously. Some motherfuckers have to wake up in, like, 4 hours. And, we're going to be late every goddamn time we record an episode. Oh, we're going to just fucking wait till little Johnny Susie has his fucking 5th strikeout of the night.
Best part is he acts like
we got to
James
wait
doesn't
till
make these
Juicebox
episodes
McGee
longer.
gets home. I mean, but hey, let's just have a fucking party every time.
No,
Because
Brad, the
James always
best part
tries to
about
keep these
this,
things really tight.
the best
I
part
would
about
like for
this
us
is
to
I
record
told
at
all
fucking
of you guys
4.
last week, so you poor knew I was gonna be late.
You said 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's 8:45.
Yeah, it was a little later than I thought.
Yeah,
That's
so
an hour
shut
and a
the
half
fuck
later,
up.
Devin.
Hey, some innings run long.
Yeah,
Baseball's
you don't
not a
have to
time
do it.
sport.
I give it to the fans.
Baseball
to do it, so
needs-
you don't have to do it. I'm
You
just
know
fucking with
what? They
All I
need
know
to put
is
a
we
pitch
added
clock
15
on
minutes to
fucking
this.
Little League Baseball.
For my Devin's demographic of the week.
Yeah, for real. But yeah,
let's
answer
go.
Mike's question.
Let's just do
good
this
Lord.
already.
All right, Bobby Lashley versus Brian Cage. I think that we got to try to book the younger guy, Brian Cage, and put him over. Have him break out of the sleeper, break out of Bobby Lashley's full Nelson. I'd have him complete power moves. Brian Cage just upsetting Bobby Lashley. I think it'd be great. I just like a basic singles match between the two.
Great.
There we go. See, that was easy.
Ugh.
You guys had to give like 15, 20 minutes on yours.
I did not.
But
Adam
hey,
did.
Devin, because I want you to listen to this episode. James's match was Sami Zayn versus Sammy Guevara.
Sorry, there's a leak in my bathroom. I'm back. Yeah. I even put your boy over in that match, too.
Hey, that's what I like to hear.
Well, yeah, you'll have to hear it when you listen to the episode because your fucking ass wasn't here.
Adam, are the jokes done?
And you can catch that at 6 a.m. on Thursday, every Thursday, here on your show, The Kickout Crew.
Videos
Adam-
exclusively on YouTube.
Yes,
I guess Adam is done with the jokes.
So,
Yeah.
are we
are a joke.
skipping Devin's demographic because the bitch ain't here?
Devin,
Well,
do you want a topic or do you want to do or
How
are
about we
we
do the FMK because that's next.
Yeah. Your
Oh, yeah.
topic was you were at the ball game. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Buy us a piece of Cracker Jacks, Brad, because what do we got on the FMK this week? 'Cause
right.
I don't think we should ever let Devin back. Ha ha.
So we are going to go with the gentleman first on this because it's kind of a theme that I have to go first. They were all born on April 1st. Now, what does April 1st have to do with anything? Well, April 1st, 2016 was the day of this pay-per-view. So all three of these gentlemen were born, were actually April Fools is what they were. So
what happened was the calendar used to technically kind of start around the April area because that's how the seasons pretty much go. But then they moved it to, December, January. So when people still kept celebrating at April, they were April Fools.
So the three gentlemen that were born on April Fools are Robert Downey Jr., Randy Orton, and Logan Paul. Devin, who you marrying? Who you fucking? And who are you killing?
All right, so I'm going to start by who I'm fucking. I think I got to go with Logan Paul.
You gross motherfucker.
He's the young, good-looking one. Logan Paul. That's prime. And then
that's prime.
I'm gonna go.
That's a good one.
I think I'm gonna have to marry Randy Orton. I've watched him be the legend killer for the last 20-something years, and just I've always loved the gimmick, loved the character, and he's 420 friendly, so can't go wrong with that. Out process of elimination.
What does that mean?
Kill Robert Downey Jr.
All right, Mike. I already know who you're marrying, but go ahead.
Is Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man?
Huh? Yes.
Is he Iron Man? Can he be,
Yes.
can he be Iron Man?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm marrying him.
I know.
Okay. I am fucking Randy Orton because he's the legend killer. It's Randy Orton. So I'm gonna fuck him. And dude, he hits me with the RKO. He can all night long. And then I am killing Logan Paul because fuck Logan Paul.
Adam, you know the three?
I'm marrying Randy Orton because it's Randy Orton. And maybe if I marry him, his wife can come along.
Heyo.
Whoa, slow down.
Shout out.
And then
Iron Man has more women.
that's why I'm effing Iron Man because he's a gigolo. And I'm killing
so
Logan Paul
sad.
because I think everybody wants to. So I want to be the man to do everybody a favor.
Yeah. All right, James.
So we had Downey, Logan Paul, and who else?
Randy Orton. All
Oh
April
shit. Okay, I'm marrying Randy Orton because I hear voices in my head and they're telling me to, they understand. They talk to me. They tell me dreams. They tell me less. I'm kidding. But yeah, hey, shout out to another sick ass theme, Randy Orton. So I'm gonna marry Randy Orton because I respect the shit out of him. Oh wait a minute, then I'm fucking Iron Man, I guess.
You could fuck Logan Paul.
No, he's dead. Yeah, he's the death. He's the K on this part. Easy.
Yeah.
Man, that is a tough one though.
Yeah.
Do you marry Downey or do you marry Randy Orton? I think I marry Randy Orton because if the fuck Randy Orton is involved, he's gonna RKO me out of nowhere and I'm gonna be done. So I guess I'm fucking old Hollywood boy. Yeah. That's my.
I'm in agreement with Mike. I am marrying Robert Downey Jr. I am fucking Randy Orton, and I'm going to kill Logan Paul.
Yes.
Sorry, Devin.
All of you guys killed Logan Paul.
Now,
we're older. We don't die. We don't do the YouTube, TikTok bullshit.
So the reason I went reverse on this is because there's not a lot of women that I could find born on April 1st. So we went with significant others or past significant others of these three gentlemen. So we have, for Robert Downey Jr., Marissa Tomei. They dated for a long time.
Oh.
We have Kim Orton for Randy Orton. Everybody knows her.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Nina Agdal for Logan Paul, who is his current girlfriend. Go ahead and Google her, Mike. I know you don't know who she is. Devin, you should know. You're the same.
What
age.
is her name?
Yeah,
again?
he's young. He's into that.
Nina Agdal.
I done got this.
All right, go ahead, Mike. We'll go ahead you first while Devin, I guess, pulls his pants up.
Okay, so Mrs. Orton, I'm gonna marry her. Logan Paul's old lady, I'm gonna fuck her just so I can rub it in Logan Paul's face right before I kill him.
Hey,
His old lady.
a lot of things I've been rubbing on her.
You're killing Marissa, huh?
Robert Downey Jr. I'm gonna kill his old lady so I can marry him afterwards. So
Devin, you ready?
Yep. So I think I'm just like I had to fuck Logan, I'm gonna have to fuck Nina as well. And Kim Orton, I'm also marrying that Orton. So, out of process of elimination, the other one's gonna have to go.
Yeah. All right, Adam.
Muted.
You are
Still
muted.
muted. Still muted.
Why is he doing this?
I have no
he's doing it on
idea.
purpose.
All right, so anyway, I was coughing earlier and I forgot.
Yeah, I don't believe you at all. I think you were trying to not give away secrets.
I was trying to take a nap.
Okay,
But
funny guy.
I would F Nina Agdal because
Mhm.
she's a Danish model. So that means she's from
Oh, yeah,
Latin
the
America, which is awesome.
You can tell you read that right
What
off
is
of Google.
Wikipedia?
I gotta pull it up right here.
Yeah.
And then I'd marry Mrs. Orton because I love Kim Orton. And then I'd kill, I forgot who you said because
Marissa Tomei.
yeah. Oh God, man, what am I thinking?
Yeah, I mean, what the hell?
No, reverse it. Marrying Miss Orton, effing Marissa Tomei, and killing the Danish chick.
Perfect. Go ahead, James.
Man, this is a tough one. Because Miss Orton, I'm afraid if I don't include her on the F or the M, then I am, Cade.
You're F yourself.
So Marissa Tomei, though, that's a good one. And of course, she's a supermodel, so that's definitely got to be a K, or not a K, an F. Let's see what we got here. God damn, Devin. So
Damn,
I'm gonna
Devin.
switch it up. I'm marrying Marissa Tomei. I am effing the supermodel, Adnal or whatever, and I am gonna kill Mrs. Orton, and I will be dead the minute this airs.
Man, I didn't see that coming. I love everything about Kim Orton.
She's awesome. That's what
Hot.
sucks. It's like
body, cool, everything.
Mhm.
I'm all in
Yeah.
on Kim Orton. Marrying her.
That accent does it for me.
At first, I could. It's funny when we first started listening to that show. I was like, no.
I couldn't tell you 3 words she said, but I listened to every word that she did.
She grew on me, and I grew on her. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I grew every time.
Blue Chew promo
Mm.
code KOC.
I am going to kill Nina Agdal for no other reason than I am not going to kill Marissa Tomei. I am going to fuck Marissa Tomei. We go way back.
Oh
Thanks,
yeah,
Thanks for playing, guys.
you and Marissa Tomei go way back.
Way back to my cousin Vinny.
Hey, Oscar-worthy performance.
Oh, is that who that girl is?
And she was into Wrestler, Mike. She was the stripper. And in a lot of other things.
She won an
Yeah,
Oscar supposedly for
Right,
my cousin
right.
Biddy.
That's the story for another day.
Yeah, for real.
We could do a whole show on that.
But hey, she did win it, but yeah.
Very
So
good.
is that it, Brad? For
That's
the
it. That's it. Thank you.
hell yeah. Well, hey, can't wait to see what the people are watching. Because if you've been watching us, Devin just joined us. So hey, Devin, what kept you away from us? What are the people watching these days?
Well, what kept me away and what the people are watching.
We don't
are two
care, man.
different
Just get
things.
to the demographic, dude. We
Why
already know
Devin's
we're doing
demographic of the
Coach
week?
Fitch bullshit.
It's my
We done
money.
explained
Is
it. 15
everybody
times.
got their Mandarin orange? Does everybody got their Mandarin orange cup? Does everybody got their granola bar? All right, you got your juice box, Capri Sun, huh? We went all out this year. Go. This is you.
My Devin's demographic of the week is to tell all of our listeners out there that are going to be at Top Guy Weekend to have a great time. I wish I could be there to join you guys. Well, I hope everyone except James has an awesome time there.
Why can't you be there this year?
It's my fiance's birthday, so I will not be there. But
Thanks, Devin. That was really nice of you. Shout out.
That's it. That was it.
I can do my topic if you want.
You know what?
yeah.
I mentioned.
Who do you guys
like,
think's
man,
going to win the Money in the Bank?
Where's Devin?
Yeah.
Where's Devin? I was actually on your side of where's
LA
Devin? Where's
night.
Devin? Where's Devin?
Yeah.
LA night.
Now,
LA night.
yeah.
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 But it
I
really
think-
could be any one of them.
Who is in it, Devin?
We have LA Knight. We have Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh,
We got Ricochet. And we have some more to be announced still.
No, we have other people in it.
Yeah, they're all 6 have been announced, Devin, if you do your homework.
False. 5 out of 6 have been announced. Well, probably this time next week.
professional.
Yeah, boy, that was killer.
We've been ranked for a good streak. Hey, it was a good, well lasted, I guess.
So just so you know, you got Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Butch, and Damian Priest.
One of those is not like the other.
I want to see LA Knight win, but it wouldn't hurt my feelings if Damian Priest won.
It would not surprise me
What
if
do you
Damian
do with
Priest
it?
won, but I think it is between LA Knight and Damian Priest for sure.
I think it's,
Yeah.
well, yeah. I think they put Damian Priest in there to make it intriguing because I have a feeling everybody knows
Is Matt Riddle not in there?
is winning that shit.
And has it for 10 months.
If
about
Damian Priest wins it, there'll be a bunch of garbage between him and
Finn.
Death?
no,
Finn.
between him and Finn.
Is Matt Riddle not in there?
No.
No,
I think
he
he's
got
gonna- I
beat
think
by
he's gonna be,
Damian Priest.
He's gonna be with Gunther, right? He's probably gonna be facing
Yeah.
Gunther at that.
Yeah,
think
Damian
so?
Priest beat him. That was a damn good match too.
Yeah.
There's been a bunch of damn good matches here the past 2 weeks.
There have been a lot of good matches.
There have been a lot of good
WWE's been
matches.
killing it.
So we have one more free spot though for the men's.
No, they're all
I think
6 second.
We're all set. We're all set.
3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown.
Yeah, we're done. We're in. All right, back to you, James.
Boy, we nailed this.
We did.
This has been a very
You
highly
have to mention the
detailed.
women if you mention the men.
This has been a highly deep. Yeah, true. Might as well. Who are the women?
I have it right here. So not everybody has been announced. There is one to be determined.
Oh,
we have Zelina
Charlotte.
Vega.
Oh, it's Charlotte.
Zelina
Yeah.
Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bailey, and Io Sky.
I think
don't
that's
know.
intriguing with
It
Bailey
is
and Io
intriguing.
Sky in there.
Io Sky and Zoe Stark make the most sense. But there is someone that is not in there yet.
Oh, Mandy Rose.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh,
That would be freaking great.
Wouldn't that be? Hey, what if she did it like Brock did that one year? Like somebody's climbing for the title, or you think they're gonna get it? Then boom, Mandy Rose's music.
And then she turns it into a boombox.
I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to say Zelina Vega.
I don't think so as a babyface, unless that LWO turns heel.
I think no. I think she could do it.
I don't want any babyface.
It's not going to be Becky Lynch. I think
No.
if Becky Lynch goes up there and almost gets it, Trish is going to interfere.
I honestly don't think it's going to be Zoe Stark. I think she's just too new.
She's
Yeah, I
too
think it's
new.
too early for her. They don't need to
Who
push her
gets
that
made?
fast.
You got to think like who gets made.
Well, Zoe Stark would get
I
made.
think it's Io
would get
Sky.
made.
Zoe Sky would be good for it.
I think the to be determined is intriguing.
I think
Zoe
Io
Sky.
Sky would be a good win.
Io had the crowd behind her at the Puerto Rico.
That was crazy.
pay-per-view.
That was crazy in Puerto Rico.
But that was Puerto Rico.
It was, but no, not Puerto Rico. Oh yeah, why? Why? Yes, why in Puerto Rico are they rooting for an Asian woman? I didn't understand it.
International, because international wrestling is more than America.
I don't know.
So
it was
all
just
these
surprising.
people that do a bunch of international dates, they're over. That's
It's
why.
Speaking of
It threw me off.
Speaking of Puerto Rico, recently announced to be signed to the WWE is Carlito as well. Could you
Where's my
guys
apple?
see him debuting at Money in the Bank or returning?
No, he's probably
And
going
winning
to
the
backstage.
women's
75
Money in the
years old?
Bank? Yes. Yes.
Mike.
I can definitely see that happening.
He debuts like James Ellsworth and helps Zelina Vega win the.
No.
That sounds
Money
like
in
a
the Bank.
second Devin demographic.
Oh,
Kind of double shot there.
All right. Back to you, James.
hell yeah. Well, hey, thanks for chiming in, Devin. Always a pleasure. Well, hey, let's fire up this episode and keep the coals rolling with Mike's Meat Minute. So can't wait to hear what you got on this one, Mike.
I know you've been thinking about it
you
all
know
week,
what?
Mike.
Yeah. Hey,
I got something.
every Thursday you get to tune in and hear Mike's Meat Minute. So I'm glad that Mike
did.
had a good one prepared for this Thursday.
I
Yeah,
did.
me too.
And I do have something right here. But
That's a phone.
everybody here is headed to Top Guy Weekend. Everybody that's listening is headed to Top Guy Weekend.
Everybody that's listening is going to Top Guy Week. What
Yes.
are you talking about? It's like 20
Well, pretty
people.
much everybody listen. So you know what? My Mike's Me Minute is have a great time.
Fucking, I knew this bullshit. Hey, might as well get a 20-piece nugget from Wendy's or some shit.
No, Wendy's, you can get a 50-piece nugget for $11.99.
So this is Mike's well wishes. This is not Mike's Meat Minute. Just Mike's like, hey, everybody, have a good time.
Have a good time. You know what? Fuck it. Y'all ain't gonna cook this anyways because you'll be out traveling.
Not everybody's gonna be traveling, Mike.
Right. 90% of you guys are gonna be traveling. So fuck it. Stop by, get you a 50-piece chicken nugget, put it on the airplane, and have a good time.
Well, for the 40 people that listen, that'll be a Top Guy weekend. Let's just fucking whatever Mike said. For the hundreds that don't listen,
And the
I guess Mike
thousands
just
at
shit
home
the
that
bed
don't.
on this week.
Just for the hundreds that don't listen, go to Wendy's, get a 50-piece chicken nugget, $11.99. Shout out to Wendy's. No sponsorship.
Back to you, James.
Devin, you got anything to say?
For the hundreds and hundreds of listeners out there, go to Wendy's.
Boom.
Ugh.
Gotcha. Go to Wendy's.
Do sometimes I'm editing these podcasts.
You know they can
and I'm
even
like,
mix it. They can do regular chicken nuggets and spicy chicken nuggets.
I can't do this, James.
there's a lot of times where I think I talk too much, and there's times like this where fuck, I didn't save it. So it's kind of like a catch-22. So fuck yeah, Mike. I really hope we all get to try your recipe of having a good time.
Travel.
Lord
And you
knows we're doing it right now.
Dude, you can get a bucket of chicken.
Oh my
or
gosh.
you can get a bucket of-
Well,
bucket
next
of
week
chicken.
there's no announcement. We may be conjoining with another podcast.
We may have
friends
something
of the
special for
show.
you next week. We're not sure of the logistics yet, but
If
just
not,
know
Devin's gonna do a one-off. No, I'm kidding.
There we
we're all,
go.
as you can see,
Solo for Devin.
we're all
he
pretty
fucking missed this
excited.
episode.
We're all pretty excited to travel, to get out of here and go to Top Guy weekend. Hopefully, we have something for you next week. That's
We're
special.
not all excited to travel, Brad. You bitched
I'm not
about
excited
traveling
about
the
my
whole
4
time.
flights either.
We're all
but
excited to enjoy Top Guy weekend. We're not all excited to travel.
I'm excited to get out of town.
Heard that. Vacation. I'm on
Yeah.
vacation.
So we're excited. Hopefully, we have something special for you next week. Don't have exacts yet, but hopefully we do.
No Devin, which is kind of sad, but hey.
Actually, that's not necessarily untrue. Things can be remote.
Oh no, I mean like a Top Guy weekend. I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck? Is this a last minute? This is a Vince Russo booking this?
I was like, that's news to me.
All right. So
It's
anyway,
been replaced with James Swanson.
Oh no.
no.
See, now I'm a dick for saying what I just said.
Yeah. Well, James, let's put a bow on this.
Yeah, for real. Devin, you want to be on camera for the finale? I think you had enough time to hang out with Erica and eat and fucking do whatever you needed to do.
Coach
So-
baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Braves and go Rangers. Shout out baseball. NBA is over, NHL is over. Football starts here in like 30-ish, 40-ish, whenever it does. Shout out Nikola Jokic. You know, the Joker. Jokic, I think it may be pronounced. But hey, always remember, and this is the thing. You remember at the All-Star game this year, he was the last player selected to play for the teams, you know, because they do that little draft thing of like the top, you know, people to get the votes, and then the captains pick people. He was the last person picked out of his peers. So he was back-to-back regular season MVP, and then he was the last motherfucker picked when he should have won 3 MVPs in a row. Always remember that picture of Jokic sitting there by himself, and it was a joke that he was the last pick, and he jumped up there and like hugged LeBron and all that stuff because it was a ha-ha funny. You know what? Because everybody was laughing at him then. Guess what? He went and he fucking played his ass off during the playoffs, beat a lot of those peers that passed him up, swept LeBron, and won the finals. So sometimes, you know, people are going to laugh, people are going to point at you, but always remember, let your work speak for you, because in the end, you know what you are and you know what you can be. And if you're not being the best you that you can be, I'm not saying it's an overnight change, but always try to strive to be better than, you know, you are today. And if you really feel that you have that talent, then fucking show it, because the only thing stopping you is you. Don't ever let other people dictate what you can do in your life. And that is the spirit of kicking out at 2, because that's what we do on your show. I want to thank everybody here. You know their Twitter handles. I guess I got to blew through that. But, you know, we got at Whitaker1028. We got at Yes Man Brad. We have at Adam_from_Bama. We have at Devin D19. And I am at James L. Cori. Because you know what? When everybody tries to think that they know your life and everybody's like, oh, look at that, blah, 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 and you're the last person sitting on that bench, always remember, it's your story to write. You're the one that kicks out at 2. Because when they pin you down, you throw that fucking shoulder. You kick out at 2, and you fucking win. And that's what we do on your show, the Kickout Crew.
But don't
Wanna
throw it
see-
too hard like Sami Zayn did.
Yeah, fuck Sami Zayn on your show, the Kickout. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so when life gets you down, always find it within yourself to kick out at 2, because you have the power, because that's what you do on your show. And hope to see everybody this weekend, and hope everybody listens, and always give your feedback, like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff, because this is what we do for you on your show, the the Kickout Crew. Want to thank everybody for being here. Shout out Devin. And I guess who knows what the fuck we're gonna post next week? But as always, we'll see you. Have a good day. Have a good week, everybody. Peace.